the Kalea and the Lux combo was never done in this game, and I think that's what they're trying to work for.
Yeah, sometimes it comes down to luck. Sometimes a little bit of luck is needed for you to push through, for you to pull through. Well, let's hope for Seraph, and for the sake of this BO5, because we all watching, we really want this BO5 to be a full 5 games. Right? Right?
Nope.
And if you want that as well as all the other stuff that will be shown here at Search Europe, definitely drop a follow, drop a like if you didn't already. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere you can find us, because giveaways, all that good stuff happening over at Search, and also a lot of competition. Well, since we are talking about competition, players need to get ready, and in order for them to do that, we will be hopping into a quick break. We are back from the quick break, and the players should be all ready. The connection should be perfect, so the competition should be very good as well. The question is, can Seraph keep up what they had in the beginning of the game, or will they lose it again somewhere throughout the journey? Because the beginning was good, and then it kind of fell apart. Your thoughts, Zakota?
I mean, their plan was there, but it wasn't done properly. But we're gonna see that as we get into the more bushes map. A ton of bushes here. So it's gonna go again in the same path as the other day. And now the sides have swapped. I was gonna say the swaps has sided, man. I'm rubbing off Yoran.
You are.
You said Sanata K, and I'm just thinking about it all the time. As they're gonna ban out the Valentina, who tries to copy things, like I'm trying to copy Warren. The days long. Wait, Marcel getting banned. Hold on. Might be respect ban for Fushi. We saw the other day Furia just going ham with that Beatrix. Other than that, what are the viable bans here? Maybe go for a Kalea ban. I think would be great. Rhea?
Yeah, that kind of tells me that again
Jukshin?
Seraph want to go for something a little bit squishy. Harley first pick. I think Harley first pick. This is what they are playing for.
They're gonna ban out the Jukshin here on the right side, or the Harley? Yeah.
Yeah, Harley. Okay.
It's the obvious choices, Warren. We know what's gonna happen. We know what the bans are going to be, but we don't know in what order they're gonna come.
Now the question is, will they ban Jukshin? I mean, like 99% they should, but will they?
I think they're gonna ban the Sword and take the Jukshin down with them as well. What are they trying to go for?
Yeah, I'm surprised that they banned Valentina and
Zettia?
then they banned Sora itself.
Wait,
Surprising.
no, the carry. They're trying to go for the carry on the gold lane. Carry
they
focus,
are.
maybe? Or,
Maybe
The
they are.
Junction has to go, definitely. You cannot leave it open. It's such a good bait. The Sora ban. Freya's also off the disc. But actually, they leave the Junction open for them.
They have a plan. They have a plan.
They wanna go Zetian Khalid? Maybe?
Well,
What
I
is
don't
the
know.
plan? This is interesting. They want to go for the Baxia. I think Noel is the one drafting, so I think he has a pretty good plan in mind.
Well, let's see. Zetian would be a decent answer into Juxin, just looking at the laning phase itself.
Actually, it's the only thing you have to go here.
Yeah.
There is
I would
no
be very
other better
surprised.
choice. As a Tato, you go for the Grok, but I don't think it's a right choice to go for the Grok here when there's a Junction open.
And also, you can go Khalid, you can go even Hilda if you want that early game pressure, so...
That's right.
Wow, alright.
They didn't even think about it. The Junction was locked in instantly. What is this Hilda pick? I mean,
I'm
it's
really
a good
curious.
pick, don't get me wrong, but Junction was open. The most banned hero in the tournament, I believe.
Yeah, she has 14 bans. I think she has to be.
This is just gonna give Rising
What's
Phoenix
the plan?
a huge advantage. And you
Well,
take
now-
this with the Khalid or a Grok room, I think it's gonna be good night.
Yeah, but now Seraph could do the same thing that we were talking about. They could go Zetian themselves. And then they will have a pretty deadly mid lane comp. Oh,
Carry.
they stole Korea away. That's the secret pick. Ooh, you need range. You need range. Which Zetian kind of fits the bill.
She indeed does, but the Eve is still available, and Eve is one of the main counters for Zetian, so I'm gonna see her being picked up.
Okay.
And will Kohi go for the Suyo here? This is the decision. Will they go for the Suyo, or will they go for the Leo Mordeth again?
I think Suyo would be a better choice. He can get much easier on carry. Yes, it is. Zagota, you have the script. You are the time traveler.
How do you know I have the script? Who told you?
I see the script in your glasses. It's getting reflected.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you
course I
don't.
do. Of course I
You're
do.
lying.
No.
I'm not gonna show you anymore. That's it. As Luka picks up the Kali, is gonna be going pretty well in the hands with Urek on the carry. They're gonna try to go for a burst comp. They're gonna have healing in the early game just to try to sustain the damage from Hilda. I mean, Meg is gonna throw people towards Kiran. I think that's gonna be the plan. But we never jungle for Rising Phoenix. I'm calling it. If Seraph don't ban out the Guinevere, I think Rising Phoenix will take it. It fits the bill here. As I said, I mean, they have a knockout from the Juxin, they have a knockout from the Kalea, they have a ton of damage from the carry, so it's gonna fit in, and it's good against the Suyu. It's good against the Hilda, good against the Eve, it's the perfect healer. Hold on. They might be cooking here. I see what you're doing. As they ban out the Obsidia again, leaving the Cloud, Harvard. We saw the Nathan doing pretty well in this tournament, so there is 3 possible choices.
Yeah, but the thing is, was it really Nathan doing, or was it Imp doing it on Nathan? Because
What if it's both?
we all know. We all know. Alright, could be both, but we all know that Tim has over 5,000 games on Nathan. Someone mentioned that, I believe. So
He's
yeah.
global 15. Nathan.
Yeah.
Decisions here. What are we thinking, Warren? Ban out the Guinevere from the left side, and as well ban. What else to ban? And what's there to ban? The Frederick, maybe? They're gonna be too tanky. What are gonna take on the XP? Voves is still open, Yuzheng is still open, Lapu Lapu, Ranus are still open. There's a ton of choices here. Oh, this is intriguing. This is a battle of minds, actually. The drafts look extremely good. I think Fush is drafting for the left side. And I said no one for the right side. What's the ban? Come on now, it's the Guinevere.
I am.
Obvious choice, you cannot let it open. It's too good to be true.
It is. It is.
I know you're Favos?
Yeah, Favos. I wanted to say it for Rising Phoenix. It's a decent choice. They charge him up very fast with all the dashes going around. For Seraph, I'm thinking like, do you want to aim for the jungle again? Because you already have yours. You could try to ban out even the Leo. Oh, okay.
Yuzhong Moscow.
It's
a great choice.
Yeah, we saw Yuzhong being quite handy in the hands of Maharaga. He was playing on top of his mind, so why make it easy for him?
We use Shin jungle or Leomord jungle here. That's
Yeah,
what
I'm
Noel is
thinking
gonna take. It's either of the two. Or they're gonna put up the XP. Yeah,
it's Leo,
Leomord.
yeah.
Yasuo should have been good here as well because you can actually just well Suyo pretty well, but Suyo still has a ton of burst damage and a lot of immunities. But what
Also,
is Kanata
Hilda
say?
could-
And if you're gonna take, I mean, yeah, the Hilda's gonna be great against the. Damn, I even forgot that. You made my mind clutter. I'm just thinking so much more. And
No. What I wanted to say is that Hilda would really steamroll over YSS. She would just constantly invade him. It would be a really hard time.
they have a
Whereas,
Kalea, Yukshin. How are they gonna eat it?
I know, but still, she could slip in, find the angle. Would be really not fun.
She could be the first blood.
Or it could be the first blood. Well, of course, if you know the future, then it's easy, right, Zakoda?
If you know, you know.
Blood being locked. You have the AoE. And
Alice.
Ooh, all right.
Great choice, actually. I like it. What is Mahara gonna take here? Obvious does pretty fair against the Alice, but they need a little bit more crowd control. Or maybe even own Uranus here. Go and actually counter invade. Uranus would be great. Obvious would be okay.
Uranus
Lapu would
pressure.
do pretty well as well, I think. Lapu maybe.
Lapu could shred. You have 3 squishies. Theoretically, of course, Kohi will be a little bit less squishy, but still, if you're playing Suyo, even in competitive, he is quite squishy. Okay, Maharaga with the Favos. Though, I know you said that it's a decent matchup into Alice, but still, it's kinda tricky. She sustains a lot. Until you have ult, it's not the best experience.
I mean, same can be said for Alice. Until she has ult, she's gonna do a ton of damage, but she won't have the crowd control, and Phobius will have it. He's gonna have the Dark Wave just to combo a lot more with Kira and with Meng. Think about it, there's a lot more to this double-edged knife. As we're getting ready to go into the second map of the best of 5 series for the 3rd place. I mean, what can I say? I mean, it's all in the drafts. Both of them look amazing. I mean, there is no complaints here from me. Only that they didn't first pick Juxin. That's the only complaint I have about it. That's only the thing I have to say.
That's the pet peeve I have too. Well, the problem potentially for Yurek could be that he doesn't really have the range, and there is so much threat on the range that he wants to play at. It can be Blazing Duet being stacked up, jumping in, Alice can jump on him, Suyo can jump on him, Yves outranges him, and Hilda, she can sprint very easily from the range that Carry has. So it will really come down to how well Maharaga can stop the approaching invaders and how well can Cairo initiate with the Kali. But we finally have him on Kalia. You were prophesizing it, here it is.
I mean, look at him. He looks like Kaldea. They look like twins. They look identical.
I don't see it, but alright, I'm gonna trust you, man. Seraph, Rising Phoenix, they have their picks, they have their heroes. We will be going into the Land of Dawn for the 2nd time of this BO5, battle for the 3rd place. And we are here, Zakota analysis.
I mean, not that much to analyze here. It's too early on, but Concussive Blast for the healer just to help clear on that mid lane. Already gonna see a clash. A possible first blood here as well. Hold on.
Lane on Rui.
Fushi is
He's
kind of
fine.
low.
He has the shield. Yeah, Fushi is kind of low, but it's Hilda. She will regen.
And look at that Bashrik just going in and out, in and out, in and out. Healing full HP in 30 seconds, not even. And Meng is playing super aggressively. But you know what is also aggressive? The caster prediction, because every single caster beside Kronos voted for Rising Phoenix to win. He is the odd one out. So is the power brought to you by Runestone. What is gonna happen in the mid trade? I mean, Meng is gonna sustain all the damage because of Kiro. The passive is gonna be there.
Fushi full HP. The thing is that Cairo, yeah, as you said, he heals himself as well, but he needs to fight to heal.
Oh!
And now he took a wrong fight. It's a first blood powered by Runestone that is obtained by Seraph. And they are starting off kind of decent again. But can they keep it up? They did not. They dropped the ball last time. Can they not drop it?
I mean, here I was glazing Kira, just buttering him up, getting him slaughtered, ready for, you know, everything. And he gets first blood. And he's gonna hear that from me in a bit after the stream. But, you know, it's 19 seconds. He died first blood. Kira, what are you doing?
I think you glazed him too much, yeah. Too much butter on his hands, and he could not click right. I think his hand slipped. And right now, Fushi is slipping, slipping back into the enemy team, almost getting killed. Bio there, ready to cause some ruckus. Oh, Noah. Noah is actually going in. With the Phantom Steed pulling back Fushi. And it's a kill for Mang. Mang needed to invest his ult as well as Noel, but it doesn't matter because you are looking. Oh, Alice! Oh my! This is the Professor Black Classic. He's going in. He doesn't care. He does not mind. But there is no one really there to follow. RWM being robbed, some damage, but yeah, Alice actually with Throne of Ruin on 3 needs to flicker out. Yeah, that was a little bit overzealous, a little bit short-sighted for Canada say to go in like that. The first go in was fine, but now continuing.
When I saw him, as you said, Warren, when I saw him going in, he disappeared from the bush. I thought he went back to his lane. I see him fighting 3 people. He didn't cast his Turn of Ruin. I was waiting for it. I was genuinely waiting for a big 3-man Turn of Ruin stun.
Yeah, there wasn't really the damage. He wouldn't be able to do it alone, and it would be kind of wasted, so I get it. But in the end, he wasted Flicker, he ulted even so. Yeah, the first part was good, the second part, not so much.
No, it's also not good. Noel taking away Bayou's jungle, just making him feel suffering, as Imperial will do as well. Hold on, he's level 3. Can he get him?
Ephemeral is level...
He sustains it!
Wait,
Look
what?
out!
Wait, what? Why did Noel not finish him off? Did he... Was he trying to leave the kill to Yurek? Alright, Kyro gets picked off, RWM. Mang jumping in, trying to go for Fushi, but there's Bayou, ready to turn the time. Mang needs to run. He flickered out, but Bayou? Ah, Bayou got caught off. Ooh, that's unlucky. Mang slipping out.
I mean, that was a pretty great flicker with Kalea's skill 2 there. Let's say a little bit of glaze is necessary, but you know what? It's also necessary for Noel to go back in. Blazing Guts is there.
Right, Noel, relax. Noel, relax, my dude. How did this work out? How did this work out? I'm asking you, man. Noel, what? Does he have like a calculator next to his phone? Or did he like change the screens? He counted all the damage. Because this was so clean. Ephemeral now getting chased. Yurek trying to finish him off. Oh, Kyro. Yeah, Kyro will get him. Yeah, I think.
Tsunami Slam is there.
Tsunami Slam. Yeah, there's no way. He gets popped. Man couldn't even get the assist. He is emoting on the... It looks like Seraph are falling apart. Nothing really goes for them. And even with this crazy draft, where you give away Juxin, so it looks like you have a plan. Well, it doesn't look like the plan is working. Maybe it might start working now. There's Kanata saving the Throne of Ruin on 2, and they cannot move away. RWM, and there's the bomb.
Look at the sustain.
Yeah, there's the sustain from Maharaga. He jumps back in. He doesn't care, and there is the passive shield that keeps him alive for a little bit longer.
Rui,
now needs to run. Noel chasing him on the Phantom Steed, and now stealing away the orange buff. This game is breaking apart. I don't see any hope for this match. For Seraph, they should already start thinking about the draft into the 3rd game.
Maybe they should, but there's still a bit of time. The Tsunami Slam comes into fruition. Hold on.
It's a Tsunami Slam and a pull-in back for Rui. Oh, actually, Mang got pick off. It's a kill for Fushi. It's a kill for a roamer, but still, you stop their lead in the tracks. Audience predictions powered by Runestone. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people believe in Rising Queens, but actually less people than in last match. It was 75 to 25. Now it's 62 to 38.
Still, Rising Phoenix are the GOATs. Good luck, boys. You're my favorite team to win. I put you guys on my prediction as 3-0, so make it come true, because all these other casters go. Oh, Urek!
Well, wait a second. If Urek gets caught, no, he lives! Urek, you crazy man! How are you alive? Noel now leading his own battle. Fushi getting pulled back in. Fushi gets caught. Mang with the pick off. Rising Phoenix 11 kills in 5 minutes of game.
Can they do something here? And they take down Kanata say. Looks...
Oh no.
Oh, the flicker was forced.
Oh, 1v1. Oh my! Urek with the light wheels. He stacked them up. I thought for a second that he could get it, but he could not. Noel jumping in again with the Phantom Steed. He is in the tower though. Kyro needing to run. Kyro, you should not stay here. Tsunami Slam keeping him alive for a bit. Yeah, he's dancing. He is healing. Noel finish off. Fushi that. Rui needing to run because he's there alone. 1v4.
Indeed, right now they are taking the lead. 8,000 gold, Warren. 8,000 gold the lead. What can Seraph do to turn it around? Maybe they need to try to force Kohi. I don't know, they need to single out members from Rising Phoenix.
I'm not sure. I feel like Even if you single out Urek, for example, he's kind of squishy, but he does so much damage because he's so fat that he's gonna trade someone anyway.
I don't know about this one. It's a lot of gold. But the Eve has farm. The Eve can do something.
It's almost as if Noel was like, alright, Kohi, you know what? I'm gonna show you how to play Leomord actually. Here you go. There's a lesson, you get it right here for free.
Lord, there's 4 members there. If they get him,
they jump for him, they knock him
Purify!
out. Purify, Ephemeral still alive, but Fushi is next target for the execution. Fushi gets popped, mega kill for Urek, and there is Kanata say. But this Alice is squishy. It's even more squishy than Ephemera, I feel like.
Even a 5-man stand could not hold Rising Phoenix down.
It could not.
Wait, can he clear the wave? Not Tsunami Slam there.
Where's the... He got the minion.
The tower falls. Regardless. Oh no, Urek Speedy Light Winds comes through. Look at the damage. Noel.
Oh. Noel with the pick off.
It's really rough, Warren. It's really, really rough. Not ton of ruin, nothing there to defend that much.
Noel.
Speed.
Oh, Kanata say needing to run. He didn't have the Throne of Ruin. He would have died even if he tried to cast that.
Not even a damage reduction, they're just so far ahead. Look at the gold lane difference. 3,300 gold between the gold laners. That's so much. He has only one item. Urek already has the Trinity.
Urek has the Trinity. He's 405. Urek, he has this game firmly under his grip, and it will get even harder because since we will be moving into the part where Carrie will obtain her Malefic gun, she will have even more range, then she will get some protection in a form of Winter Crown or Immortality. Oh, Urek, yeah, he knows, he has blood in his eyes, he's going for the kill. Mega kill for Mang though, he stole it away with the Sky Piercer. Yeah, this is tough, 12,000 gold lead. Yeah, I think this is beyond, the turning point. Seraph should really think about the draft for the next game.
Maybe they should, but the Phoenixers are sure on fire. Can the Seraphs turn them down? Can they maybe just hit them with a little bit of water? You know, with the fire extinguisher? They can still defend it, I believe. I think they can defend it. They have the Eve, they have the Cloud, they have the allies as well, so they can defend it here. But 4 minions are marching, no hold shield on neither of the inhibitors. The Lord has spawned in. The Rising Phoenix have not fallen in a pretty long time. Neither of the members.
And Noel will now start up the Lord. That's already being taken just about now. Really tough, really tough. You would need something like, if you're thinking for Seraph to come back, you would need something like 5-man Alice ult into Blazing Duet, into RWM, into Kohi executing Urek. Something like this. That could work, but that's so many ifs that I'm not sure if all the dices can fall exactly like that, so it happens.
You have to roll a 666 on all the dices you're gonna throw down, because the Lord is gonna appear marching down the top side. A bit more time for Seraphs to get there, a bit of gold, buy some items. They need to get Ephemera as much as possible in this short amount of time. They didn't. I know they're doing it, they're thinking about all the waves, but 47 stacks for Meng. It's gonna be a really rough one. I think this one siege could end it all.
It could, and it might. Lord is still not there. Phantom State going
Rui
in,
falls,
and there is the first kill. Rui falls. Fushi is next. He gets no. Sky Piercer finishes him off. Blazing Duet got stopped in its tracks. Urek is there with the speed line. He's still a Jane Juliet. No, don't. He's trying to heal up in the base, but he's the one man standing. I don't think he can do anything at all. Even if
Did they kill him in the base?
Jumped in, I don't think he could have done anything at all. He is just waiting in the base. There's nothing he can do, and he knows it. Another say the last man standing, but it doesn't really matter. There's Rui actually, but no, it's too late. Base Crystal will get taken by Rising Phoenix, and Rising Phoenix have an achievement on their hands, Akota. 15,000 gold difference. I think that's the biggest we had in the playoffs.
I think it's the biggest we had in the entire SNL. It's huge. 15,000, Warren. That's so much.
That's a full
gold.
build.
It's
like
more than a full build.
Yeah, that's full build and a half.
We'll build an immortality on the side for night and stuff maybe, but other than that, what a game coming in from Rising Phoenix. They completely demolished the members of Seraph, but can they manage to turn it around in game number 3, or is gonna be the final ride for Seraph in the SNL? I mean, Warren, I'm expecting you to go to a best of 5, but with this performance, I don't know, it's looking rough.
It's really looking rough. I would really like for Seraph to kind of fly up like the angel, start shining and make a crazy comeback, but so far it's looking worse and worse, because first game it was alright, it was kind of back and forth a little bit, but yeah, opponents were in the lead for the most of it, but still there was some fighting spirit. This game, well, there was a fighting spirit, don't get me wrong, but
So,
the
am I saying double?
Yeah, Jurek with the 2 achievements, taking them away from Noel. And if you look at Noel's face, I think he's not happy about it. He's like,
He looks
"Alright,
like Leomord. Same like expression as Leomord.
Yeah, I feel like he's not happy. Actually, yeah,
Oh,
he
the
kind of
items.
looks like it. Kind of looks like it. You're right.
Items, look at all of the members have only 2 items from Seraphs, excluding the boots. They have 2 items. Rough. They tried to do something. Kanata Sei was trying to go in with a turn of ring, but Sustain was not there. We all saw it when he got a 5-man stun, but it just got deleted afterwards. Half a second. The carry was melting him down.
Do you know what is the big question now? The big question is what to ban so Noel cannot perform, because he performed on Harley, he performed on Leomord. Like, what can you do? Like, he performed both those. Like, probably if you give him so, he's gonna perform as well. Look at the highlights. Exactly what we are talking about. It was, yeah. Other than that, the first catch that started off good for Seraph, well then, yeah, there's the part where there was Kanata Sei kind of alone between 4 members. Now he jumps in. He had the idea, but RWM, everyone kind of got out of it. It was sloppy. It wasn't really going good for Seraph. Looks like there was maybe a communication problem. Maybe they were not really, you know, the stress does a lot. Maybe they were not really on the same page. I am just hoping that they can get on the same page, because I feel like Seraph have so much to show. We know Kanata Sei is a phenomenal XP laner. We know Ephemeral. He's shown us many outplays from the short time we saw him here on SNL. Rui playing very decently. We have Kohi and we have Fushi. Fushi, even after Roswell, playing such a decent roam. I feel like they could do more, but it's just not clicking today.
It has not, as you said, it's like they're not playing with each other. They're just playing to play. It's really rough, but you know it's not rough. Getting into the 3rd and possible final game. Let's see what the modifier is. It's flying. It's like day 2 again, Warren.
It is. Oh
Same
man,
exact things.
It's deja vu. Well, on the note that you mentioned, if actually yeah, go on. I had a brain freeze. Go on.
Great. Incredible conversation, Warren. I thank you for that. But on the blue side, we're gonna have Rising Phoenix yet again. And the Seraphs are gonna be on the right side. Efira is looking madder and madder by the second. He is staring into my soul. As they ban out the Harley, they don't want to play it. He said, you know, I want to play something. Are we gonna see Noel on the funny? I want to see that funny from Noel. Would be funny. Funny would be funny.
Harvey. Yeah, would be. Marcel being banned. Harley. Yeah, I'm feeling like Seraph should leave Leo for them, but with the same breath, Kohi didn't really look as comfortable as Noel did on the Leo Mart. So maybe that's not really in the cards. Maybe just ban Leo, pick something else.
Maybe, but the Juxian is for sure gonna get banned out this time. They don't want to leave it in the hands of Meng. He just was doing so much work with it. He was the MVP afterwards. But what is gonna be the last and final ban? Maybe the Sora? Or the Baksha again. They want to take the Sora for themselves. The previous draft looks like this. Thank you, Mr. Sokol, for bringing it up, just so we can get a big reminder for the stream. But let's see what the final ban for Seraph is gonna be. You either ban out the Phoveus or the Sora, whichever you want to ban out. I think this is the right choice. Maybe even ban the carry or the Kalea. There's just so many heroes. You can ban them all.
There's a bunch. But you know what there's a bunch of? The content and community stuff that's happening around Search. We have the tournaments, we have the giveaways, we have all that good stuff. So if you're not followed already here on YouTube or here on Twitch or wherever you're watching, drop the follow, drop the like, and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere you can find Search_Europe. So you are up right there in the front row for all the news, giveaways, all the stuff. Right now we have the Create a Hero contest. Zakota, did you think about creating your own hero?
And now I love Fred Drain. He's perfect for me.
All right.
But if I were to make a hero, you know what would he do?
Okay.
A frog. He would be a frog
Okay.
that goes in the river and can catch people up, you know, and eat them up. He just goes under the water and just...
So like Barats, but he is in the river.
Underwater, yeah, and he can do it pretty much all the time. And he can just carry them a little bit. It's a work in progress. Maybe I'm gonna show it, but you know what's gonna get shown? He needs to be broken. He's a frog. Frogs are cool.
Alright. I had a pet
Name
frog
3
once.
frogs, Warren.
But back from the yapping board, we have Carry locked in for Seraph, so they are kind of trying to throw it on the heads of Rising Phoenix. By the way, Cho locked in for Rising Phoenix. They are really spicing things up. They are having fun with this.
Yeah, Kalea carry, same combo. But Warren, what are we feeling otherwise? What do you think is gonna happen?
Well, I think Rising Phoenix are gonna lock in mid. I think they should also consider jungle, since it's pretty much open. You can also go for that Leo that you had last time.
Leomor, but are gonna go in with the Suyu picked up. Kanata say could take the Sora here. It's still open, it's still available, Warren. But other than that, the mid duel is gonna be pretty important. As we saw, Meng was doing a lot of work, but now he's gonna pick up the Kimi. Every single game, a new hero for the side of Rising Phoenix. Besides Mahoraga, he's been stuck with that Phoveus. I mean, you like to see him, but I think we need to see Mahoraga with that Yu Zhong.
Could be. This might possibly be the last time when he has the option to lock it in, so why not? Why not? Kimi getting answered by Zetian. Suyo, pretty mobile team for a Rising Phoenix. Seraph need to consider that.
You know what's a good thing? Whenever you dash in with Suyu Sword, you can actually just break the Celestial Armament from the Zetian. So I don't know if it's a great choice into him, especially he's just gonna do so much burst damage. Even with the Kalei, he won't be able to sustain it. He's gonna try to go for a mid gank after he clears blue buff. But what are they gonna ban out? The Sora's gonna get banned out. I don't want to see it on either of the sides. I'm expecting to see maybe the Alice getting banned out here. Or maybe ban out a jungler. It's difficult.
Yeah, it's the Guinevere. I think actually you are leaving, as Rising Phoenix, you are leaving League of Art. Because you saw that Kohi is not really as comfortable, so I think it's a bait for them.
They could have taken the Hilda here for the side of Seraphs again. But the Kalea just makes it a bit more sense. You can pick them up, just serve them up on a silver platter for the carry. But let's see the final ban of Seraph. XP again? Maybe a Mahoraga, maybe ban out the Phoveus. The Claude, I mean, you cannot leave it open when Urek is in the server. But there's still the Harvey, there's still the Yisun Shin, there's still as well the Bruno. We saw it for Slarky, but Rising Phoenix themselves are gonna ban out the Phoveus. Kanata say with the Benedetta? Come on, let's see it.
That could fix the question.
It's no,
it's
come
Yu Zhong.
on.
You steal it away from Mahoraga, and at the same time we saw Kanata being kinda good looking on the Yu Zhong, so why not? Why not? But yeah, Benedetta would be a lot more fun. We also know that Kanata is kind of a Benedetta connoisseur, so yeah, missed opportunity for sure.
Who knows? Maybe it's gonna be the first win for Sora with the Yu Zhong pick coming in. But what is Mahoraga gonna respond with? The Uranus maybe? take Uranus here and Moscow, or maybe Moscow and what would be great on XP here versus the Yuzhong? A Sisi? Riff?
Alright.
Okay. The first time he's been picked up by this tournament, actually. Debut pick for Ureg with the Harif. Let's see what's up with Maharaja. There's the Uranus. A little bit more magical damage than I would have liked. A lot less CC than the Seraph, but they're just gonna be so much more annoying, Warren.
They will. And they are kind of heavy on the magic damage side. But it doesn't really matter, because if you look at the comp, Zetian, relatively squishy. Ri as well. Chonk, like he can go full tank, but that's not really the build you usually go for. You take a couple of offensive items, so he will be relatively squishy. If he gets stunned up, Dragon Kick, you know. Oh, and YSS, you are making it even easier for your opponents. I know YSS can match Suyo, that's a good point, but other than that, kinda squishy as well.
They have an Uranus hard for the Yisun Shin, so it's gonna get bursted on it pretty much half a second, I would say. But other than that, Warren, this could be the potentially last draft we see coming in from Seraph. Who do you think won it?
I would really like to say that Sarah won it, to kind of give hope, but their team comp is hard to execute. It's really gonna come down to whoever pulls the trigger first, because if it's Rising Phoenix, they find a good kick, then find a good angle for Harit and for Suyo. It's bad, it's over basically. You cannot really retaliate, because at that point Sarah will already have someone dead or almost dead. It's too late at that point.
I agree with you on that, Mr. Warren, but the Yisun Shin is gonna be really hard to execute here, especially versus the Kimi and the Chu. And as well, the Uranus, after I think he's gonna go for a cut with the Uranus. I think that's the best thing to do. You go for a cut, you go and try to invade the Yisun Shin. You're gonna have a little bit of help from the Kimi and the Chu, because they have just so much damage in the early game. As well, the Suyu level 3 power spike is basically a miniature Yisun Shin. But I don't know, the mid lane is gonna be a battle. Like, they need to win the mid lane for Seraph to do something.
Oh yes.
It's a rough one. It's looking really rough, but it's again the land of Dawn. Anything could go both ways. Maybe we're gonna see Seraph taking the win away from Rising Phoenix, but look at the mid already.
There's already a scuffle happening. Cairo almost dead. Fushi as well. It looks like Rising Phoenix definitely have a lot of breath in their lungs still. Even after the 2 games that were very, very precisely played by them, they still have more action packed. Whereas Seraph, they look like they are on their back foot. Nothing really going their way.
I think I have to agree with you on that, Mr. Warren, but still the mid is gonna be pretty much, I think, won by Seraph. Hold on. It could be like a first block.
Mobilize, Cairo, Mank. This looked good. If they got the pick off, it could have been a double. That could have done so much.
You know, it could have been so much better. The talent predictions coming up on the screen. Again, we took a look of them, but powered by Runestone might maybe give a little bit of a boost to Seraph. Maybe Chrono's gonna be right, but in a different universe.
He can't really be right. Theoretically, like, he could be right about the team which wins if Seraph are able to make the reverse sweep, but if they are not. Actually, one good thing is that Kohi has the same level as Noel. He's not really missing out. First turtle fight, possibly could be some stuff happening. Oh, Kanada say, don't take the bait. Don't take the bait.
Oh, they got revealed by Shin. I mean, he was almost falling for the bait, but not really. He knew it was coming. He was expecting it, but still. Hold on, Uranus. They have the damage, they have the sustainability as well, but Fushi and 3 other members from Seraph are there.
Maharaga, Consecration being popped, healing is there, Noah running away. Cairo, Flicker out, Saganata say no, he got destroyed. There's too much magical damage, which is so good at bursting down targets. Oh, Kohi dies, he gets slain by Cairo. And the first fight that could have went so good for Seraph goes so bad for them, and it goes into the piggy banks of Rising Phoenix.
Haraga getting the first blood powered by Runestone made sure the fight was won. And that traction pulse, as you said, it caught 2 members down. That was really painful. The Yuzhong got caught out. The Petrify was there, but the Furious Dive did not connect Warren.
It did not.
It's rough, it's really rough.
Yeah, it is, and even the landing phase was looking kind of good for Kanata. I think he took the gold crab, which should be the way, since Uranus doesn't really have the tools to get it over Yuzong. But then this happens, and Kanata is now even with a 400 gold deficit against Maharaga, and now he gets Dova again. Petrify. Noel getting targeted, but it was the wrong target. No, it was the wrong target. But it was so well played by Rising Phoenix. They know that if Noel is tanking, he can always get out. That's what they did.
In that armor from the Susanoo, giving the 30% damage reduction is enough to tank a lot of damage from the Yuzhong. But other than that, they already have 1,232 gold lead. But you know what else has a lead? Prediction from the audience, 82% to 18, powered by Runestone.
Wow. That's just Fushi needing to run. He was looking for the time. Noel level 7? He's sprinting away with this game. Oh, Ephemeral, don't take the bait. Purify. Just to keep him safe. Oh, Fushi with the pick off. Cairo dies. No, the kill goes to Fushi. There is Kohi.
Make my fault.
Can he get him? I'm not sure.
Oh,
no,
no,
he cannot because he got stunned up by Noel in the last moment. Rising Phoenix still with a lead. 2,000.
What a save. Noel just completely hit that strike perfectly. He hit him on the head. He bonked him. He stopped him on the ground. But Gary is gonna survive another day as she picks up the corrosion side. And he'll picked up by the Zeti, and Hero is there gonna try to do something. Still the Celestial Armament is there. Maharaga is gonna make sure it is not as he always adapts. Warwick's picked up by the Yuzhong. Keeping the boots completely. It's a little bit cold on the feet, but it's summer, so who cares? Kiro!
That was a nasty kick from Cairo. That starts it all off. Cairo actually dies for his actions. Fushi as well, though. So it's a 2-for-1. Good trade in the eyes of Rising Phoenix. There is Yuzhong. Forcing Noel away. The Vorax is strong, but is it strong enough? I'm not sure. Jane Juliet needing to run. Yuzhong needs to retreat. This could have been a very not nice looking 1v3.
Yeah, it's rough, but you know what's rough? Urek almost falling down. Hold on.
Ephemeral against the Zaman Force.
You can take him down.
Keeping him. No, Ephemeral. He gets it. He got the kill. Doesn't really matter. Cairo kills him. That's fine. But he got the kill. He got the 1v1. He is bringing the hope to Seraph's fold. Yet, on the other side, on the contrary, there is a cross map. And your XP laner died again.
Oh, I mean, there's so many fights going on.
Oh, he has the boat. Kohi.
The mid lane as well. I mean, Hero used the the dragon. So
he blocked it. He blocked it with the ult. He blocked the kick. Fushi, the goat. Wow.
No. The kick was used at the same time on top. There was a fight in mid. I have no words, but you know what? I have words for the Search Feed Club. Make sure you guys join to earn a ton of rewards. I mean, look how buffed that Rados is. I'm sure he joined that Search Feed Club, and as well Kiro, he kicks them pretty well. Maybe he loves leg day. Maybe he got a prize for that Warren, do you think?
Not sure, but I feel like Fushi is going there with Kalia as well, because wow, she tanked that kick from Kiro.
I mean, the Tsunami Slam is stronger than the Way of the Dragon, but hold on, Bayou.
Oh, Cairo trying to look for those kicks, but not really succeeding. Rui, he got the kick off, but he is dead. Great play from Seraph. There's Yuzhong flying around, Black Dragon form. He's really strong. You should not fight. Fushi needing to flicker out.
Oh no!
Remember, he got kind of lost. But it's not enough. You don't have the damage. Kanata dies. Ooh, this looks so promising, but then it resulted in kind of nothing. And in just you losing. Oh, Noel.
Look at Noel!
Will you get Kohi? Will you get Kohi? He got the cooldown off. And Ephemeral, he's on the chase. He's trying to get Noel. I don't think he can.
No flicker there, but the Sky Piercers did not activate. Even with 20 stacks, there was no Sky Pierce activation. It's the curse, I think. Sky Pierce, it only works when you're a mid laner. It only works when you're playing on mid with Sky Pierce. That's for me the same thing. He has the 20 stacks, but they were useless. It didn't activate on Kohi.
I think Kohi actually used his emblem because Noel got low and it procced the heal. It's a similar thing happened in MPLPH like a month ago.
Wait, Fushi?
Fushi?
Tsunami Slam is there. They can pick him off. But Maharag, I don't think is a target. He
No, Ephemeral getting one shot. There's a Maharaga healing himself up. So Consecration. Yes, keeping him healthy.
How can concentration make you healthy?
Consecration.
Consecration, yeah.
I actually
Isn't
don't know.
consecration something with fire, from what I remember? Like, actually, the world, what it's based on.
I think it's something with holy water and stuff. I think it's something
Or
like
it's
that.
like punishment stuff. I don't remember. I mean, look that up, guys. Whoever gets it out is gonna win 1 diamond from me. So make sure you guys look on Wikipedia. But Bayou might need to look for a way out. Yeah, it's the Tracer, but can he escape Meng?
Hero is there as well. The 1v1 against Mang. He will try to do so. There's the old Mountain Choker. Can he get the pick off? He cannot. He got kicked away. But he's on the run. There's Fushi who will try to fix his mistakes. And he gets the pick off. Tsunami Slam. They got the kill. Can he dance? He dances. Not for long. His legs got broken. And Cairo finished him off. Fushi is down there between 3 members. I don't think he can succeed. Ephemeral though, doing so much damage against enemy XP. Consecration being popped on Maharaga. He doesn't have it furthermore. Damage is nasty. Maharaga, he doesn't mind. He goes in. Another say. Link to run. Zaman Force being dropped. But Urek in the end not really deciding to go so deep.
6,700 gold lead for Rising Phoenix, as the Lord is gonna be up in 25 seconds. Holy Shield on the bot side is still there, but one on the top, it's popped. It's not looking great for Seraph. It's 9 minutes in. Can't they do something? As Maharaga is gonna try to shove a wave inside the Holy Shield. Hold on, Fushi! Almost gets Kira markdown, but the Tsunami Slam was not there. We have the Dragon, they're looking for it. Oh, Maharaga.
Another say, Fushi with the Tsunami Slam. He gets pick off. No, he flickered. But 5-man ult. Decent mark. Some poke is there.
A lot of damage for the side of Seraph, but not enough to take any members of the Rising Phoenix down. The Lord has spawned in. They need to try to fight for something. They need to try to do opposite laning, possibly. But the Meng is just so mobile. He can burst down the Lord in a second. Same with Noel. They're already starting the Lord dance. It's 25,000 HP. It's almost halfway there. As Urix joins in on the dance. And look at Maharaga. He's always adapting. Look at the damage he's taking.
That's what happens when Uranus is on the winning team. You cannot really kill him, ever. If he was losing... Oh, to traction pull! If he was losing, he would not really be as tanky, but if Uranus is winning, oh man, he feels like a mountain. You cannot really punch through.
Well, like, more like a refrigerator.
Refrigerator, that's a good metaphor. Yeah, I agree.
I don't think I've ever punched... Or I've seen anyone punch a refrigerator and make a hole in it, so... It could go both ways.
And Indiana Jones survived in it, the nuclear bomb, so, you know.
Maharaga, he always adapts. Surviving a nuke, it's like, you know, a walk in the park. But other than that, it was not a walk in the park. The Lord walking on the top side, getting ready to maybe charge in at that statue of Yu Zhong. As Traction Pulse comes in, hold on.
Pulled in. Oh, it's not an... Oh, the cake is there! Way of the Dragon, and Canada say is that you don't have the experience for the most crucial defense of your lives, because this fight for the 3rd place could end right now if you cannot defend your base. Crystal will try to do so. Ephemeral doing so much damage. There's the damage on Lord. Can they take away the Lord? 7,500. Oh, it's gone. The Lord is dead. Did they survive? Is the base alive? It's his for now. She jumping in, but that was the mass mistake, possibly. He has the immortality, so he stays alive for longer, but not longer.
He gets a double kill.
Double kill for Noel. The Sky Piercer does his job. Roy and Ko, he needs to defend. It's 2 men against 5.
And the Dragon is again.
The Dragon cannot to say. Fine in. He has the Petrify. Can he change the tide? He jumped in. He got 3 men Petrify and no cap. No, it is not enough. The Rising Phoenix fly over you and burn you alive. 12,000 gold. It was just too much for Seraph to battle against.
Indeed, it was. And on the last CHR trying to defend it, but almost Noel secured a Savage, the possible first Savage of the SNL. But Warren, what a game, what a series! I wasn't expecting it to go this way.
Well,
I'm at a loss.
And we were coming into this clash, we kind of knew that Seraph should be the David in this battle against a Goliath. Oh, Noel. That's when I say Goliath. There is Noel with his smirk. Who knows? Man, I played so good. Honestly, it's quite... We will see. We will see in the Grand Finals. But it's quite possible that what will happen in the Grand Finals is that we will see that Havoc Makers would not have been able to beat Rising Phoenix. Of course, we will see it after their matchup against Boars, but that would be a crazy story. That would be a crazy story. Of course, we don't know. We don't know. Rising Phoenix had their battle against Boars. They unfortunately lost, but it was such a close run thing. And now Havoc Makers kinda have the torch. They could finish what the Rising Phoenix started. That will be happening in the Grand Finals. But now, focusing still on this BO5 for the third place, Rising Phoenix, they're on a different level. Seraph, their individual players play decently, but together it did not work. Like, I'm not saying it did not work at all, but it didn't work enough. Rising Phoenix, they looked good. They were finding the pace, they were finding the place. Noel playing on top of his mind. I loved it. I loved every second of it. Rough spot for Seraph, but still, GG's to them because they made it into the top 4, Zakota.
Indeed, they made it into the top 4, but let's take a quick look at the highlights of this game. We're gonna see Maraga just tanking everything. Look at him. He's just a walking refrigerator.
He's the moment.
Yeah, it's a turnaround point.
Yeah, if Canada say didn't get caught by the immobilized from Mang, this could have been such a different game, but unfortunately it happened. And that's the part which we talk about sometimes. It's the luck. This was really a little bit of the luck, because Mang had no idea that the jump in from Kanata is gonna happen. He might have predicted that it's gonna happen, but he did not react to it. He clicked it before that. Kanata got caught in it, and yeah, the rest is history.
He already knew that there was gonna be a jump in, and they just predicted the prediction of the prediction.
Or maybe, yeah.
We cannot be sure, but right now it's just Rising Phoenix taking whatever they want. I want that. I'm gonna take it. But look at this moment here. He snipes too. He pierces them. He shish kebabs them.
He did. He did. He made a kebab out of them. I agree. Wow, that was great.
Almost got a savage as well. I mean, Warren, look at this almost last moment. He gets the maniac. Yushin was one basic attack away from getting the savage for Noel, but other than that, what a series. It was a full 3-0 sweep. What can they do? They just picked up the broom. They picked up as well, you know, the little thing where you sweep the dustpan, and they just swept them up, you know. That's it. We cleaned the house, and they just made it out alive. But I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in the grand final. But ladies and gentlemen, this is not it. There's gonna be some surprises coming on the way. Warren, do you know what it is?
I might know. I might have a hunch. But before we get to it, we should kind of talk about the way of Rising Phoenix, right? They battled it out through their bracket. Then they met Boars. And coming into the clash against Boars, I cannot stress enough that I really felt like it will be such a hard time for them. But actually it was the other way around. I know they didn't win in the end, but they made it so hard for Boars. I did not see Boars bleed this much in the past like half a year.
I mean, even against Invictus T1 in the mech qualifiers week 1, they made it seem effortless against Yonex. Same story. But against Rising Phoenix, they put up a huge fight. I thought Boars were gonna lose. For me in the prediction, I put it 3-0 for Rising Phoenix. But it went to a full series. I was not expecting. I thought it was either gonna be a sweep from Boars or a sweep from Rising Phoenix. But it was a full series, Warren. It went great. I thought they were gonna take the grand final spot.
Noel is such a good jungler. Like literally any team that's gonna pick him up is going to be really, really happy. I don't know. Do you have any news about Memento? Are they gonna come back together? Because it doesn't seem like it.
Secret.
You have any leaks? You have any leaks?
Nah, I cannot say anything.
Ah, you cannot. All right.
No.
Would love to see Noel again on Mac, for example.
Probably we will. We probably will. I mean, huge congratulations to Seraph, and again, huge congrats. Rising Phoenix, they made it to the top 3 last. I mean, it's the top 4. They battled it out for the top 3. Rising Phoenix came up on top against Seraph. put their best on the line, but it was still not enough. The Phoenix were just too good. They rose from the ashes. It was like a Hail Mary run. They went up against the strongest in the tournament and they just showed it.
Well, and right about now, we will be having the interview with Kuro. Well, bring him over here. Hey, Cairo, congratulations on your win. How are you feeling? And yeah, how are you feeling?
Thank you for the congratulations. We're happy, of course, that we won the third place. Yeah, feeling good.
Hero.
Right.
I'm sorry,
yeah,
Warren,
Sakota,
to
go on.
interrupt you.
Go
Kiro,
on.
how are you feeling about sweeping up, Seraph? Were you expecting it?
Yeah, we did expect it, yeah.
Tough words, all right. Well, coming back to your duel against Boris, we of course didn't have you on the interview, so I can ask you now. Were you surprised that you made it into the full series?
That we played 5 games, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually surprising, yeah. I expected it to be a bit more one-sided by them, actually, because we didn't train a lot, and they're playing together for so long. But we did good, yeah. And of course, we were all not too happy that we lost in the end, because it was actually a very close matchup.
All right, and before I throw it to Zakota, I will ask you one last question from me. Next time, next SNL, will you take it back from Boris?
I hope so, yeah. Next time we're gonna prepare more. And then we can win, yeah. Maybe.
All right, Zakota, to you.
All right, Kiro. You guys on the third place, but who do you think is going to win in the grand final? Can you give us your predictions before we get into a little bit of a heavy hitting question? Who do you think is going to take the #1 spot, Boars or Havoc Makers?
I think it's gonna be Boss. They played very well, and I'm not sure if the Italy team is too. Like, I think the mid duo trio are losing sometimes, and against people like God Believer is going to be crucial if they lose mid. I'm thinking like 3-1 maybe for both. Or no, it's best of 7, right?
Best of 7, yeah.
Best of 7,
yeah. Then maybe 4-2 or 4-1, I think.
4-2 or 4-1. Wise words coming in from Kiro. But other than that, a question I was gonna it was intriguing us. Who was doing the drafting for you guys?
Noel was doing most of the draft, and I'm pretty happy with the, like, I think he did very well in general. The games we won against Boss yesterday were very well drafted.
Will be told. Well, Kiro, before we let you off the hook, thank you for coming in, and any message for your fans or friends or mom or family or whoever watching?
I mean, I'm happy we did play some good games, and I hope if there are some supporters in the search chat that they, I don't know, can see us again maybe. And we're happy to receive the support. Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you for the interview once again, Kiro, and good luck in the rest of the tournaments you might attend as this squad.
Thank you.
What a nice guy. He did extremely well. He almost made the Boars go on their hooves. But other than that, Warren, they made it out for the third place. And he said that he thinks that Boars will take it 4-2. So, I mean, we're going to see that later on in the day. But ladies and gentlemen, this was the perfect finisher. Don't go anywhere. Because Warren, I was going to ask a question, but he left. I was going to ask if they're going to stick together. I didn't get a chance.
I'm sorry,
I'm gonna ask him afterwards. I'm gonna find out, and I'm gonna let you guys know if they're gonna stick together, because I think they have a lot of potential. As you said, they almost made the Boars kneel. They almost beat them up, but they need a little bit more practice together. As he said, we are not playing that much together. They were playing, I believe, the other day after they lost to Boars. They played a little bit of rank. They scrimmed a little bit just so they can get on the same page, because they're not playing as much together. They're in different squads. They have different mindsets, they think different, and it's great that Noel is the one doing Joffin because he's the more experienced player in the lineup.
The most experienced player, yes. Yes, makes sense that he's the guy. Well, you know, who are gonna come right up? Boars. They have so much experience that the game that they will bring to us, the series that they will bring to us will be crazy. And you know who also has so much experience? Kronos and Scared, who will be switching us out. They will be bringing you the show. So in the meantime, when we will be having the break, drop a follow, drop a like, Instagram, TikTok, you know the stuff, you know the drill. And see you after a break. I will be in the chat with Zakota, but Scared and Kronos will take it over.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the Surge Nations League Season 1. We're in the grand finals, of course. My name is Kronos. To bring you the action, with me will be Scared Yet. Although Scared Yet's not with me in person, it breaks my heart to say he's still here in spirit. But it's presented by Surge Europe. And not just that, it is also powered by runestone.gg. That wants to bring you data analytics about esports, and you can check them out, of course, to up your gameplay a little bit more. And this is today's schedule. The semifinals, or rather the third place match, was between Seraph and Rising Phoenix. Rising Phoenix sweeping the floor with Seraph 3-0. Absolutely insane. I don't know, did I even get my prediction right for that one? I think I probably got it wrong. Maybe 3-2 is what my prediction was. But at the same time, folks, the grand finals, that's what we're talking about right now. Havoc Makers versus Boars Gaming. It's going to be a best of 7. And we're talking about Boars Gaming. Star-studded. We are looking at Pelmetronio, Leave Me, Boborushik, Rise, and God Believer. Is there even a doubt? Oh yeah, I was the only one who got the, I was the only one who got the prediction wrong, chat. I got 3-1 instead of a 0-3. But yes, this is the Boars Gaming lineup that we're talking about, and it is absolutely star-studded. Like we said, this lineup making its way to the grand finals in a dominating fashion. Nonchalant, God Believer, as always, as we've seen before. And I think at the moment, we are shifting to see the roster of Havoc Makers. They made their way into the grand finals after a 3-0 sweep as well. Talking about Slarky, Jackies, Gabri, Marco, and KOL. Best of 7 comes down to micros, comfort picks, and ones that you know how to play against the opposition. The one thing that Havoc Makers will be looking at getting is Slarky on that pocket pick Bruno that we like to see all the time. Gabri really likes to lock the Uranus, the Phobius. Marco likes to go for those pick-off plays. But one thing they need to contest for both teams especially, we're looking at that Valentina in the mid lane. The first map, of course, is going to be Broken Walls. Seems like it's going to be interesting to start off. A lot of Hildas to be contested, maybe even the Khalid in the roam position, if you ask me. In this best of 7, a lot on the line for Europe. It's looking like it's going to be dicey if you are a fan of Boars Gaming or even Havoc Makers. Hey, Ukraine versus Italy. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat what is your favorite team. Of course, put your flags down. As you can see, your host with the most, Kronos, going to be with you the entire way, ladies and gentlemen. So I will be reading the chat with you guys. Yeah, so I will be taking your opinions when we're in this draft, and then we'll talk about it in the game. So whatever it is, please answer those questions that we're talking about. And now here we go. First ban, Yves. I am thinking to take out the Freya, the Harley, maybe the Valentina, but then also the Marcel. There you go, Valentina. The Marcel is another thing. Valentina, respect ban against God Believer. You do not want to give it away whatsoever, right? And then we've got, I think we've got Freya being taken off. All right. Marcel's got to go through. I mean, not through. I mean, Marcel has to get banned out. If it's not banned out, I think it's just going to be so difficult for Havoc Makers to make any sort of plays. That AoE tool, that golden hour, used as a zoning tool and not just an initiator, not just set potential. More of an AoE crowd control. Of course, I spoke about the Harley. We've seen what it can do. It's absolutely nasty throughout the globe. It is one pick in the jungle that you do not want to give away. Can burst anyone down, has mobility, can definitely work a lot around the map. Apart from that, the Marcel, I'm assuming red side here. Valentina's already gone, so Sora is going to be a priority pick. Unless there's also the Boxia. So I think there are 3 that are ready to be taken off the table. So I think out of these three, maybe I need another hand to kind of figure it out. Hey, look at that. We got someone who is joining me. Scared Yet? What's going on? That was quick. But what I'm trying to say is, I think it's difficult for me to see the Boxia on the blue side, although only because of the Harley, the draft kind of switched up, right?
Yeah, that's one of the big things, right? You always talk about the fact how Harley ban has now enabled quite a few other picks to be picked up out here. Baxia being one of them. And the second one, I'm probably thinking that Jushin, which is going to be banned out. You can't really leave that open. Now, on that blue, Marcel, though, we have seen Boards loving that Marcel. Maybe if anything, you've got a choice. Either the Marcel or the Jushin. Pick your poison.
Oh, I
If you
forgot
have a
about the
pick.
Jushin. Forgot
Yeah.
about the Jushin too. I'm thinking about the Sora because the Valentina's banned out. So
There's a chance, yeah.
like leave that up for chance and then dominate.
Alright.
There's the Marcel's being taken off the table, of course. Now we're looking at Sora. Jushin's too strong to let go of. So Sora on the other side, right? Sora plus maybe Claude, maybe Sora plus Carry. If you're not gonna go for the Sora, Phobius plus something in their own position. I would say right now the priority of Khalid has dropped down too.
It has. Again, you've got a lot more leeway to work with other roamers out here right now, considering with the Marcel joining in the mix. Some Hildas have shown up. You've got the Kajas and the Kalias. Talk about the Kalia. She has been picked up here. The next one is going to be the big question. Carry, maybe. I don't think so. You'd want to give that to Metronio. And she
Sora,
works really well with the Kalia.
Sora.
Actually, a Sora. All right.
Yeah. I mean, Sora's so prioritized, right? EXP lane can be really beaten. He flexed into the goal. Good with the Kalia as well. The Phobius comes in. Not a lot of options left open. You want to wall the Sora. Apart from that, there is a glue, but you don't want to put Bobarushik on a hero that's not really allowed to make sort of plays. So you want to playmaking hero, you get that Sora. The Suyo is a solid option in the jungle right now since not a lot of magic damage left open. Over here, they need to bounce upon their mage. Maybe Zetian coming in early. I would expect you're able to peel, maybe push back the Phobius. If not, maybe look at rocking the carry that, like you mentioned, just because you want to add more firepower alongside this Kalea. If not the carry, maybe the Lunox. But then again, I still doubt the Lunox. I still think the carry is the best option here.
Exactly. You pick up the Lunox, you give her the entirety of the mid prio. Jushin will steal it away if there's any other roam with the Concussor Blast to clear it out. So it is going to be that carry. Don't want to give that one away. I don't really like the 38% win rate here, man. Yeah, no, she needs to bounce back up onto that. But on the other side of the spectrum, clear-cut idea, ban out the Moscow, ban out the Claude. Don't allow Pelmetronio on those comforts. You mentioned the Lunox. Bows are like, yeah, we're not going to give you that.
Another marksman
next?
here, right? Claude. Claude's got to go.
Claude.
But then I don't mind giving the Claude here because you got the Kalea. As soon as the BMIs, yes, you have the Purify, but you have two skills to kind of set that pace for that. You definitely get that Tsunami Slam, and then you're able to get that Shifting Skies. So you pull them together. So yes, you have a double stun, maybe possibly three if you add another layer to it with the mid lane. So yes, I think take off the... I think best to take off that one. So yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Or maybe not see. There you go. The back.
There you go. Maybe the
Mag-
chip, man. Maybe the chip.
my guy.
I'm trying to do ninjutsus here.
You're just trying to cosplay John Cena. That's all. You're failing at that.
Hey man, he was the host, bro. It was crazy. I'm telling
I
you about
agree.
it. I'll talk about it later, but yeah.
We were thinking about the marksman ban though, but as you said, they might not want. They might be okay with giving away the Claude, so they banned out the Hilda. Don't really want that. Annoying lady in the bushes as well with the Guinevere banned out. Now that is a good flex pick. Both works in the jungle as well as in the roam. So, well, that very last pick, you don't really know where she's actually going, and can kind of pair up really well with the Tsunami Slam, if anything, right? Or the re-engage is pretty solid with the spatial migration. So I do like that ban.
Nah, I think it's just for the roam. But then yes, definitely adds more firepower to the carry, right? You're able to access the back line. So why do I feel like Pelmetronio probably wants to play like a Melissa or something here? Yeah, it feels like a Melissa, right? It genuinely feels like a Melissa's coming through. The Guinevere's banned out. The Kalea's in front of you. You got to carry to lane against. Forget the Claude. Okay, Harith. Okay, that makes sense a little bit more. We're so used to seeing Pelmetronio on the Melissa, right? That's the only reason.
I was thinking initially, what if he actually wants to go for a Harith instead of a Claude or anything like that? Just as you rightfully mentioned, because of the presence of the Kalea there. And he has decided to go for that. Along with the Hylos, they've got a good ground control. Now you have to get something for the front line, maybe a Fred in the jungle.
Nah, you
is what
kidding
I
me?
can
No way.
say.
This no. You're not gonna go Fred against the Jushin, bro. What's wrong with you? I
Yeah,
think
that-
Leo Mord. That's the only thing I can see.
Something with a
probably.
bit of sustain.
something to contest Turtle, at least early game. Leomord, Harley's not Hayabusa, but then okay. Nolan, there we go. Okay, add some more firepower, early pressure. You can keep up with the farm of the Suyo. You can invade the Suyo. So I think with the Nolan being picked up, you kind of add kill pressure on this Jushin as well. So God Believer has to watch out. Same thing with Pelmetronio. And by picking up the Nolan, you're not playing passive, right? Yes, you want to take control of these neutral objectives with the Leomord, but with the Nolan, you apply a lot more kill pressure. You're able to rotate much faster. So I think rotation is going to be on par. The only thing I'll probably look at is Havoc Makers want that first Blood Scared.
You want that snowball. We always talk about that. Yes, the idea is the same for both. Leave me onto the Suyu and Jackie onto that Nolan, but it falls down more in the hands of Nolan there. If you don't get it, things are going to become problematic because that mid-game power spike is heavy for Bose Gaming. You have God Believer to set your team up. Pelmetronio, after getting the first 2 items with the Stallium Scythe as well as the Feather of Heaven, he will become almost unstoppable. So the Radiant Armors become the priority, but you can't really go directly for that if you're Marco or Gabri. So that one early game power spike is literally the main focus for Havoc Makers.
Well, it is going to be the main focus indeed. But you know what, Scared? I'll let you rest your laurels for a little bit. But then now we get ready to go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages. It is the Surge Nations League Grand Finals. Ukraine versus Italy. Who's going to come out on top? Boris Gaming, Havoc Makers, best of 7. Let's rumble.
Man, I hopped in up late out here though, but I really appreciate everyone who helped me hop back on this draft on time, right? Because I would have never wanted to miss out on this action. Best of 7 getting ready to kick up though, but...
Ligia, why you stop the game? Ligia, why you stop the game, Ligia? We're going to blame you. Why'd you do this? We were all hyped up.
What are the chances? She heard me and she was like, yeah, no. There we go. Pause. You ain't getting to say what you did there. Alright, I mean, at least it gives us some time to talk about the draft, right? A bit anticlimactic, but it's alright, Kronos. It's okay. I know. Don't worry. Just don't vanish again. I know you feel a bit bad about
I try not to. I try not to, my friend. I try not to. But then I'm trying to understand. I mean, we don't really have a bad idea about the draft, right? I mean, the draft is good. Well, we're back again. We don't have to talk about what happened. But I think so far you can see this is what I was talking about, Scared. Jackis on this invade. Nolan is looking to get the invade. And he did.
That's the main thing. The similar idea out here right now, but let's have a look at talent predictions powered by Runestone, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone thinks it is going to be Boards Gaming, but the scores are pretty different.
Look at Dakota. Dakota's always a Chad, bro. I mean, the previous prediction, I was the one who was trying to be a Chad, going 3-2 in the favor of Seraph, but I guess I was proved wrong, of course. But in this series, I think everyone's on the same page.
You're not stealing that one away from Dakota because he thought 3-0 on the other side. Marco, not the best start there. A good pick off. The hands of Leave Me. Jackie.
He can't contest. And I think Dakota, even after he did 3-0, he still got it wrong. Dakota, it's 4. It's his best of 7, bro. So what? Who you gonna come and play the 4th game? Come on, Dakota. You know better than that. Either way, if you're listening, Dakota, say hi in the chat. But now, Boris Gaming versus Havoc Makers. I think in this grand finals, Scared, rotations priority. We spoke about it. They're going to be much faster. Already, you can see Jackson getting the turtle start. Fracture even being expended. I think just to make sure he gets this quickly as possible, and I wouldn't blame him. You get the priority. You don't give any advantage for them to do anything. Gabri goes in. Shifting Skies coming at a point. A lot of damage being dished down with the Thunder. Flickers in forward as well. Rise taking down low. Revitalize popped in just to survive. But Jack goes in, able to get a kill. Fear of the Phoenix to stop them in place. And now they go for the re-engage. Bo Barushik finds one actually in the hands of God Believer. Marco Polo. Title strike. Makes it out alive. But look at Jack is scared. Invade.
I was about to say the exact same thing. That man literally rotated all the way around the map right now. And he manages to steal that one away. This is nasty, and he's going up top.
And he has to, but okay, well forced to flicker out as well. Leave Me, Severin Souls taking one down. Meanwhile, on the top side, Pelmetronio almost taken down. Slarky on this carry is going to be lethal.
Jesus, man. Shout out to Cardinal for this fantastic observing. He realized what's actually happening, and it's more priority to force the mid lane because that's where KOL got picked off. But you saw the invade on one side. there's the retaliation on the other. Don't really give any room to Nolan to work with, man. I am loving this kind of macro happening. Not just from only Boas Gaming, but also from Havoc Makers.
Well, we're gonna find out now how this is gonna go. Boars Gaming already got the advantage. Slowly building. It's a best of 7. I mean, they're taking their time. Nothing too crazy so far. Testing the waters. Trying to get some advantage. You know, Marco Polo. Screaming Marco for the enemy fighting Polo. The stats look all right. This is one thing I'm liking though, Scared. Both the junglers. Crazy. Look at the builds, bro. Look at the builds. Talk to me, Scared. What's going on?
They're simply going in for the Sky Piercer, man. You want Jackie to go in for that one. As soon as he gets that one up, you know that he's going to try and catch more kills.
Tsunami Slam, locking him down as well. If you're the Phoenix, just to put them in place. Glorious path to the wrong side. Riva rush to survive. I think he might be getting a kill. Fracture comes in. Look at Jackie. He's doing everything that he can. Rise sustains the whole goddamn thing. And the God Believer in the midst of every single person dropping that lantern, making everyone dance to his tune. That disco light is too much for them to handle. Jack does not have a fracture. I don't think he wants to contest this turtle. Boars Gaming, find an objective.
Had that kill gone in for Jackie, I think so this would have been an entirely different turtle. But now you're finally trying to hit that snowball as well for Leave Me, man. Rise is sustaining through all of that. That was big, and I also like the fact how he went in with the Elegant Gem and then added the Dreadnought armor as well. Realizing that it's not KOL who'll deal the damage to him. Hold on.
Yeah, and you can see already Zaman Force dropped down just to zone them away. It's going to be difficult for Slarky to try and contest with anything.
Totally fine, totally fair. Marco Polo out there trying to watch what's happening in mid, but ladies and gentlemen, if you want to watch the greatest Mlbb action of Europe, you have to join the MEC Season 2. You can catch it all live on Surge Europe. Started off all the way from 10th of April, and it's still going to continue.
Oh, Zaman Force not going to save him there. Yes, you get a little tankier. Not enough to sustain all that.
Man. And this is what you really catch, ladies and gentlemen, on the MEC or anything that Surge brings to you. So make sure you quickly subscribe, follow, do all those things. Join in the Discord as well, because there's a lot of giveaways that happen there. Might as well just get a few diamonds to get this favorite skin of Chronos, which he was talking about. Gabri down bottom.
I like the damage that he's dishing. Ooh, that's a Phobius we're talking. This is why Sora's so prioritized. It could have been disastrous if you got a Dark Wave, right? That's why he instantly flickered out. You don't want that smoke with a Boba Rushik. You know how he's going to go down. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, a God Believer just zoning away KOL, but the range factor just coming in clutch. Marco sniped, and that's the first stack of the Sky Piercer.
That's exactly what you want, man, if you'll leave me. Jackie wanted to start off things in such a similar fashion right now, but it's Leave Me who's having the fun time. And look at Rise. And this horse is a menace. Stands there, he's like, yeah, what you gonna do about it?
Turtle started. Leave Me, Boars Gaming, 1.7k goal lead. Havoc Makers have to find other trades across the map. But the problem right now, Scared, is the fact that Rise is so tanky. This is what you want as a Hylos, right? Aggressiveness. Don't hesitate. You're fine. You got to chase them down. Not wait for the opportunity to show itself. You got to take the opportunity and seize it. And that's what Boars Gaming have been doing this entire time. Havoc Maker slowly falling behind. We were talking about 1,700. Now it's reaching a 3K mark. And I think Boars Gaming, if they get another 2K goal lead, they'll run away with the game.
You don't really want to let this one away. As we look at the items right now, Feather of Heaven picked up now with the Stallium side. That's where Pelmetronia gets activated. Down bot though.
Oh, few of the Phoenix just put them in place. The Monforce dropped them as well, trying to clear out the tower. You can see Marco Polo taking it down. They get Rise in the process. A lot of tanking from the tower. Marco Polo, oh my god, gets followed by Boba Rushik. Taken down. He has a Vengeance, no flicker, so you're not going to expect a lot of plays, but he's definitely going to be there in your face, tanking so much more.
There's going to be so many dashes, all thanks to Jackie, Gabri, Slarky. Heck, even Marco has got a dash as well. So you know that the passive is going to be recharged very quickly. And that's the reason why he simply went in with a Vengeance. He's like, yeah, I don't really care about the flicker Dark Wave. I'm totally fine without that. My passive is going to be recharged by all of you guys. Thank you so much for that. And you were talking about the same thing, right? Those item power spikes. You see a Sky Piercer being picked up by God Believer as well. Slarky, you're so done.
No, flicker. Nice flicker. Nice flicker. They disengage. 20 seconds to the turtle. Now, Boars Gaming basically softening up Slarky for the blow that's to come later on in the next 100 seconds. Yeah, that's marinating your meat before you can cook it.
Wow. You want to say that, didn't you?
Yeah, of course.
Understandable. Makes sense. Not a big problem. But now on this side of the spectrum, right? This is where that 3,000 gold lead has not fallen down to that 5, which means Havoc Makers still have a possibility. Almost 9 minutes into the game, so Slarky Boy must have 2 items at least out of the 3 from the Golden Star with this Lord.
Oh, wait, you can see a few other things popped in as well. You can see at the same time, Lord Retribution coming in clutch from Leave Me, gets a killing spree, finds one in the back line. Gabri goes in. The Jackus gets the shutdown with elbow fracture. Gabri about to fall, left in midst of 4 members. 2-for-1 trade, but Boris Gaming get the turtle. Jackus should be looking to go for more. Just wants to disengage.
Barely surviving out there is totally fine with that, but man, that kill on Leave Me was so necessary. Considering the timer on the clock as well as the Lord marches down top, they still have a chance to defend their tier 2s and not allow the... Oh, Pelme!
Oh, wait, you can see the back line. They're trying to dive in. They leave the tier 1, go straight. Tsunami slam, but the Zaman Force, Pelmetrone finds a double. They're just so grouped up that Havoc Makers are feeding Boars Gaming. And when you're grouped up, Pelmetronio is going to be so good. Oh, wait. Shifting Skies comes in. He has the damage, and now you can see with the help of the Wind Strike, they find one, slow down the other. God Believer is going to fall down as well, but oh my goodness, Leave Me comes into the fray, and he picks those pieces.
Clarky wasn't even in that team fight at that point, just because of the fact he had to defend the Lord. I said maybe they could save the tier 2s. Well, throw that down in the drain out, thanks to Pelmetronio, starting the fight with the Zaman Force. And I have to give him a shout out for that, right? Look at the angle with which he came from. Dropped it down straight up. Now, if you try to cross it back towards your tier 2, you can't, because you'll be slowed down like anything. And even though Marco decided to go in for the Tsunami Slam on his face, he had a Purifier to run away from it. You can't do anything with this cat boy dashing around in his own ultimate, right? And this was the main power spike we were talking about.
Is he a
Still
cat boy? I thought
4,000
he's a
rifles.
Leonin.
I mean, he's got the cat ears, so...
Is that a Leonin? Or is that
He
only
is.
Nana?
I mean, it's Nana, Joy, and Harith.
Are they like cousins?
I think so, yeah. Maybe the lore says. They're friends at least. That's the bare minimum. Nana and Joy.
Then what about Kalea and Kadira and Badang? That's a weird combo, isn't it?
Let's just not get into all of that. 7 stacks on the Sky Piercer though for God Believer there. But it's fine. Leave Me has got around what? 20, 30? It's gonna be fine with that. Look at the amount of damage taken right now by Marco Polo. 68,000. Then again, his deaths also kind of show the same thing.
Well, it's going to come down to how they're going to be able to utilize the map, right? For Boars Gaming, at least. For Havoc Makers, you can see they're struggling. The waves have been frozen, and there's an assassin on the hunt.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not on the side of Havoc Makers. Leave Me needs to find a way to try and take somebody down. Jack is... At least he gets level 15. That's the one bright thing about Nolan. He farms much faster, so you know for a fact he's going to be able to get to that power spike. Right? It's not about getting a lot of those items. Yes, you need those items, but he's going to be able to hit those levels a lot more faster. No, Rise is not going to be the target. Just the drive-by. Looking at it, they're looking to get that massive dunk. I think Boars Gaming have control of the entire floor.
This Lord Dance is going to be crucial.
Oh, wait. Forget the dance. They get the pick off with the Tsunami Slam. Nice Fear of the Phoenix dropping them to place well. Zaman Force drop down. He's dashing around. You can see the damage coming down with that Shifting Skies. They zone them away. God Believer still wants to extend, but they zoned them out. No control of this Lord Pit. Pelmetronio could go for the re-engage. Zaman Force has a 10-second cooldown. No, KOL doesn't want to get sniped. Celestial Armor present, so he's still taking that risk. Leave Me looking to catch the assassin off guard. 2 versus 1. Jackus can smell it. Pelmetronio waiting. Biding time. Slarky trying to get some
Slarky?
clear in the mid lane. Good put up and put down. Bobarushi with a dark wave. Slarky flickers out of harm's way as well. Oh, just out of the range.
That was the perfect timing for him to run away with the Phantom Step as well as the Flicker. As you rightfully mentioned, that entire engage now eventually resulting nothing.
Oh, Tsunami Slam coming in as well. Nice fracture coming down, but not enough damage. Bobarushik falls with the help of the Phoenix Descent. It's all thanks to the Zaman Force scared. Pelmetronio drops it down at the right time. That slow that Jack has had, that momentary slow, is enough for one to survive.
And on the back of it, Marco also being picked off there isn't helping. They will still blitz the Lord. And Jackie's just being zoned out by the horse.
No, KOL flickers, but for what? There's the stack on the Sky Piercer. You don't give God Believer what he wants. He will tear you apart. And Havoc Makers are struggling. And Lemon is screaming.
You talk about Zaman Force slowing down Jackie. Yeah, pair it up with the Glorious Pathway and then see what KOL can do. He tried to flicker out of it, right? But the angle with which it was dropped, it was simply put up in the path. You can't run away from it. You have to walk in that direction. And that flicker just did not have enough range to put you out of that, right? So the slow was just diabolical. And now with his Lord marching down in mid, Pelme having the Purify up with the Holy Crystal. He should have enough damage and a lot of shield to sustain through anything thrown at him.
Oh, what damage, man. Pelmetron is melting them down. Slarky taking on half HP as well. The Zaman Force is too much for them to deal with. 25,000 HP on the Lord. It's marching in. Leave Me goes in as well. Marco Polo pick up and put down. Oh, Blade Surge comes in. Severing the souls, but on a 4-man set with the Shifting Skies with 3 back knockups. But Leave Me. No one's catching him. Jackis has to go back. You can see Pelmetronio dancing around. They get one more. Only one left standing, but they don't need it. Quick start, quick finish, less than 15 minutes. Base Crystal, Boars Gaming, game number 1.
Absolute clinical performance from the side of Boars, man. You could see that right from the first minute. Yes, they wanted that snowball. Their jungle camp got invaded, if I'm not wrong. The bug all the way down bot. But they decided to re-invade, right? They were able to steal up the bear camp, get the bug as well. And from that point onwards, you just knew whatever the Snowland wanted to do, whatever Jackie had in mind, Boars had the idea of how they want to counter that and how they want to move forward. So every single time, even when he went in for the invade, you had the answer back by Leave Me by going in for the same invade on the purple. So Jackie never really had any proper lead. And when push came to shove, it was the time when Harith got that, I believe, Feather of Heaven and almost the Starlium side. They decided to step on the gas, and that's when you constantly had the poke from God Believer to shut down Marco. You did not allow him to do anything, which is the reason why the snowball works so smoothly.
You know what bro would have said? Hey man, we were just gonna win anyway. That's God Believer. MVP. I bet that's what he thought of. Well, look at the gold per minute scared. 821. That's a lot. Usually we see junglers around 790, 780, 810.
Yeah.
821 is a lot. I'd be surprised to see if someone climbs about 900. I've seen someone get to 1,000, right? But that level of snowball is like insane. So, but regardless, this was definitely a one-sided game. It just took the second turtle to turn things around, and that's been the meta. That's been the way things have been shaping out.
Yes.
You have the carry. You don't let the carry get to the point where you got to farm by freezing the waves. And that shows Boars Gaming understand the macro. They know it's going to be a long day. Best of 7. Let's not take it too long. End it quickly as possible. Get enough advantage that you can with the itemization, with the damage taken, with the damage stats that's present. We all saw that. Nothing really crazy to talk about. Just the fact that it was a clean, crisp game coming out from Boars Gaming.
And I love the pick on the Harith as well, right? Because whenever it comes down to having a duel against Carrie, before she gets the first 2 items, you need to land in the spin and light wheel. If you miss that, you'd rather not take the fight. But as soon as you know it's going to connect 100%, that's when you force the issue. That's why mostly you see carries taking a participation in terms of those team fights when you're in a safe position. Yeah, I know.
Hey, Tsunami Slam, Fury the Phoenix, they tried everything, didn't they? That's the combo. It works, but the mobility on this Suyo is just too much. it's so mobile. It creates so much opportunity to dive into the backline. Gabri did try, right? With the shifting skies, able to do quite a lot of crowd control, a lot of damage. That's the moment where Jackie's got a killing spree by shutting down Leave Me. But then they weren't able to capitalize because of the river control that this Hylos provides and this Jushin. Yes, a massive set towards the end, but the mobility of Leave Me coming in clutch again. It called me a broken record scared, but God Believer, again, number what? It's time we start taking that conversation. He's the top mid laner in Europe, and you give him one of the most broken picks right now in the game, Jushin.
True.
You're looking for trouble.
I mean, Pelmetronio had his hand on Harith as well, right? Which brings me back to the same point where Carry wants to land light wheel, Harith can simply dash around it, drop the Zaman force, dodge everything, got the priority in that lane, and all you need is the protection of the Crimson Beacon from God Believer to do the exact same thing in those team fights. So Boars just simply playing for their win conditions, and it was really difficult for Havoc to actually get theirs on point, because as much as I like the Kalea carry comp, kind of takes some time to hop online, and especially if you add high loss with the Revitalize, with the Glorious Pathway, you cannot go for those simple pickoffs. So
I mean,
now since this, yeah,
no, you're right. But I feel like with the meta being so kind of jungle centric now, right? With the amount of picks that are available, and also the flexibility that the Valentina provides, since it's become such a priority pick right now, and all these other OP characters coming into the picture, it's built so much around team synergy rather than just individual like target bans, where these heroes that were usually before, I would say before the Marcel made its way, right? Before the update came in, you could see the Harith being banned out because you wanted to get gold lane prio. You wanted to get that Freya off the table, which is still kind of broken. So because of those small changes, certain heroes are left free. And because certain heroes are left free, it becomes problematic. And then now all of a sudden, Boars Gaming are starting to feel themselves. You get them the Jushin, you give them the Harith. Yeah, you give them a Sora, no, not the Sora, but what, the Phoveus. These are picks that we usually see in the bans, and that's why you can see instantly the Valentina's taken off the table, the Bakshia's off the table, Freya, Jushin, Marcel's got to go, right? Sora is still present, so I think Boars Gaming probably okay to let Marcel through or ban the Sora, maybe vice versa as well. Comes down to what this ban's going to be from Havoc Makers.
I know it depends as well if you're really okay with Havoc playing on that Marcel. Guess what? They themselves decide to ban it out.
That's fine. And there's going to be Sora on the other side, right? So what's left open? First...
Or hold on, Harley. Can't really miss out on Harley like
this.
That,
this is
right?
what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Like,
so
Harley
many things.
Is so broken. It's too much to let go of. This is why I'm telling you, man. Next season after MEC, well, let's reach MEC first. We'll talk about that later. Eve, that's another pick.
All right. I mean, don't really want to allow that high ground though, but that still means the Harley's left open. What else can you go in with the trade for that? Locking the Harley, so that means
Kalea, carry, Kalea, Sora, Kalea, Phoveus. Yeah, I think Kalea plus something, right? Never mind. Hilda's a solid option, so Hilda Kimi, okay.
Big opening out there in mid. You don't want to give Jackie that freedom to roam around in the map, but here's the thing. Even if Ryze plays on Hilda, you have to be a bit more careful once he gets that level 4. So I kind of need to see that poke a little bit more, especially now since there is the Kimi on the other side. You need a bit of a range as well. Maybe a Lilia.
Khalid Zetian.
Zetian sounds like fair. Lilia also could eventually work.
Not against the Kimi, right?
Against a Hilda, though, is a little bit better, is what I think.
Yeah, you're right. But then adding that extra layer of stun with the Fury of the Phoenix when it's late game, mid game, along with the Khalid's Raging Sandstorm. So yeah, I just think Zetian, but Sora was available. We spoke about it. They went for the Khalid, Sora. Solid. Here, whatever comes through, the Zetian's getting banned out. And not just that, right? The mid lane hero pool is so limited now. Eve, Zushin banned out. Valentina, that's 3 taken off the table, and you got Kimi, that's 4. 4 is already gone. What are you left with? Zetian, Lilia, Kadira, which is like a pocket pick. 3. What else can you find?
I mean, Kagura, Lunox.
To a
Not
certain
Kagura
extent.
so much, but yeah, Lunox.
Yeah, I agree. But like to a certain extent. But hey, they pry the Leomord here to get a little more dive. So you know a lot of these neutral objectives are going to be contested by Boris Gaming. Massive ultimate. Lunox banned out, like you said. I think Zetian's going to be the next ban. And then you're left with Lilia, Kadira, not more.
What if you ban out the carry at this point? Because you've got an early snowball for Havoc, right? So, and I don't think so. Hold on a second. Even Boars can actually pick the carry up for themselves.
I was going to say, just ban out the carry. Lapu Lapu in the hands of Poborushik. Ovius is still available.
Yu Jong is still available.
Yu Jong, I mean, yeah, against the Harley. Oh, yeah, you're right.
He wins the lane against Sora as well, right? So,
skill matchup.
Those are the two main options. Yeah, true. But again, it's if the waves are crashing towards you, you're just simply freezing it. And Gabri, if he's not level 4, he's done. He will not be level 4 before that turtle. So that is where the Yu Jong kind of plays his own part. Yi Sun Shin, though. Claude, maybe for Boars. This is the band of the YSS.
I think carry, right? Carry or Claude. I mean, yeah, Claude makes more sense. You add the dive factor, you're able to escape the Harley. Claude is such a prio marksman right now. I'm only saying no Claude because I don't feel it in the hands of Pelmetronio from yesterday, right? It just didn't feel so good. Yeah, so Yu Zhang, you spoke about it. They don't want to give it in the hands of Bobarushik. Fulvius got to come through here now.
Yeah, I was surprised as well. You're like, okay to give the Fulvius away and not the Yu Zhang. Now that is a bit of a...
Moskov, crazy. Oh yeah, to pin down the Harley. Like, I mean, the only marksman that can really go up against an assassin is either a Claude or a Moskov, right? Moskov, because they have the potential to outplay. You can get the macro better. Yes, you're lacking the range. I know I see that face scared, but you have the Kimi to provide you this backup in these team fights. And when you get to the point when you get a Malefic gun, yes, it's there. Early game, level 2, you can still outplay the Harley. So I guess the survivability is a lot more compared to, like, a Melissa, let's say.
Why would he even want to pick a Melissa in this scenario when...
I don't know. It's Pelmetronio, bro. He every time I look at his name, it's like, yo, the Melissa pops up. Like Slarky boy. He's probably going to go Bruno over here. But Bruno is so bad.
no, please, no. You've got a carry and Claude both available. Might not want to go Bruno. If anything, pick up...
I told you.
Ow!
Gotcha, and Zetian, I told you. And I told you Zetian too. They forcing the Zetian over there. So along with the Zetian, might as well go Bruno front to back. This is the front to back with a pick off available and there's 2 sets. So yeah, it makes sense. But now in the end, what's it gonna be? Arlot? Okay. We haven't seen an Arlot in a long time from Bobarushik, just saying.
Yeah, he's gonna destroy your front to back. Try whatever you really want to. Simple vengeance into the flicker final slash. What are you gonna do if you're Slark? You're tall. You're either forced on a Purify or you're forced onto a Flicker, right? If you pick up a Purify in this scenario, yeah, all right, cool. Leave me can actually chase you down. But if you pick up a Flicker in this case, Bobarushik has got a fun time setting you up for the team.
I think it's gonna be Flicker, right?
It should be. There's no other thing. You might not want to risk a Purify because either ways you get actually caught up in the final slash while he's in the animation. It's pretty fast. That's why I think so. It kind of works in the hands of Bobarushik too. But yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think so. There's enough front to help out this back combination and the backliners, right? I think so. Boars Gaming have got this one in the bag as well.
Yeah, if it looks like Boars Gaming's got this one in the bag. Havoc Makers need this Bruno to scale early, needs to dominate early. He's got the Flicker City. Sheesh, 8 Flickers in the game. It's going to be nice, aggressive, passive. You can see both coming out from both these teams. And I think in this scenario, with this grand finals being underway, Havoc Makers, Boars Gaming, game number 2. You say you got Boars Gaming scared? I'm kind of feeling it, apart from the Harley getting that massive snowball in the start. So we'll figure that out as we're going into the game, folks. It is game number 2, Boars Gaming, Havoc Makers, Kronos and Scarediet to bring you the action. Presented by Surge Europe, powered by runestone.gg.
I mean, you trust that solo carry into the Harley just like how you trusted yourself solo carrying the desk in the early phases, my man, because you did a fantastic job there. Shout out to you as well. And on the other side of the spectrum, yes, that is exactly what Jackie has to do in this one in order to give enough time for Slarky to get his items. He's going in with the Weapon Master as well, so, you know, he's going to hurt after makes a Berserker's Fury along with the Heartsclaw. But in order to reach to that part, he needs the help of Harley out here. Guess what? The draft resonates with the talent prediction powered by Runestone. It is Bose Gaming across the board, no changes.
I think if it continues to do it like this, scared, I think Zakota's gonna get away with it.
Nah, he's never going to get away with it. Don't worry about that.
He did in
there's
the
any-
previous one.
I mean, happens sometimes. Some things only happen once.
Well, at this moment, Gabri is actually having a good time having a tough time in the EXP lane because of Bobarushik on. I was like, yeah. I was gonna say Bobarushik's having a good time, and then I saw Harley coming in there in the jungle, through the jungle rather, and then I just got distracted a little bit, and then Bobarushik's definitely having a good time, just freezing the waves. But Gabri, with a slight bit of range, able to clear out. 10 seconds to the turtle scared. Who got priority?
For now, Bose Gaming. You will see Bobarusek get that level 4 early, considering Gabri missed out on a couple of minions, and I don't think so he also got the EXP. So right now, they're going to have that prio. KOL as well, not really level 4 right now, and that's why they're going to try and blitz this turtle. But look at how well Rise is zoning away Harley.
Yeah, no deadly magic present as well. Retribution from Leave Me to secure the turtle. Marco Polo, First Blood, powered by Runestone, taken down.
And this is one of the big points where I was kind of doubtful for that early game snowball, right? And
Yo, you bring a football to a spear fight? Not happening.
How the heck is that? I don't even know what kind of reference is that, but it makes sense. And here's the thing. Just with the presence of this Hilda constantly on your face, right? Jackie will not have his fun time. And God Believer, on the other hand, will have a lot of room and a lot of space to work with. This is why I was not really liking Zetian here, but I would rather wanted to see a Lilia. Hold on.
Oh, well, you can see a nice knockup coming through. Marco Polo goes down again. They're not giving any river control scare. That's been the priority of Boars Gaming. Yep. It's so clean. Less mistakes. It's nice to watch that with a team that's so dominating, but at the same time, if you're on the side of Havoc Makers, it's so difficult to kind of understand how to make a comeback possible. Difficult to understand how you're going to be able to get that river control.
And on the back of that, Pelmetronio had so much freedom. 3 minutes, 21 seconds on the clock. He's made Corrosion Scythe. 3 minutes, 21 seconds in. The man is just winning in the lane, man. You might as well just give him some of those diamonds from the giveaways right now, which keep on happening, ladies and gentlemen. All the way on Surge Europe. You can find the link tree right in front of you. Follow the socials in order to get those diamonds. And maybe you can get your favorite skin. Like the Minato.
Maybe. Maybe.
You got that. You got that very early. Dude.
I did, but you know what they got? Gabri could get a play going. Never mind. Fury of the Phoenix? That's just a tickle. Well, Metronio might be going down. Flickers out of harm's way. Marco Polo flickers forward. Leave Me with that steed to zone away Slarky. No flicker on Marco Polo. Should be going down soon. God Believer. Dish on a lot of poke. Gets that kill. Now looking for another. Jackus comes in. Blocks. No! Flash 3 members! Bobarushik made his way. Triple kill. Boris Gaming. How do you stop this?
Maybe in the next game. Because this is not how things are supposed to happen. Almost a 4,000 gold lead in 4 minutes in the game. It is just mind-blowing right now. And yes, as much as you have got that set potential with what he did, let's have a look at the replay, man. Yes, Marco Polo again being a bit too much in front. Jackie tried to catch God Believer, but his repositioning was fantastic. And then this flick of final slash, dude. This is just so very quick. You cannot catch an outlet while doing that.
You know what? Boars Gaming with God Believer, nothing, bro. Charge first, ask questions later. That's been the mentality with them playing.
Yeah.
Look at Rise. By himself, he's dominated the river. The early pressure that Marco had is gone now.
He's just standing there, dude.
Menacingly.
He's like, he's not even giving them an eye contact.
God Believer forced to go back. Deadly magic coming out. Jackus doesn't have control of any single bush in this game. Ooh.
He's a jungler on a Harley. And look at from where he has to rotate. That's not the part of jungler. You stay in the river.
Yo, that's a roamer we're talking about. He's taking down so quick. This is difficult, man.
Oh, look
If
at
you ask me,
Rise.
Slarky is meat right now. SOD
Yeah.
connecting as well. Slide tackle coming through. He's not going to survive this. We know that. Pelmetronio juggling the towers. Bot tier 1 taken down. Leave Me is on point. Rise has been on point. The only kill that they got was in the hands of Marco because he dove in too deep to get the kill onto Pelmetronio. Apart from that, look at Jackis. He's not able to do a lot on this Harley either. The Kimmy's able to kite, which makes it difficult to land that poker trick.
And I don't think so. You've got any secondary win condition. Because we just saw the stats of Slarky Boy against Pelmetronio. Pelmetronio is miles ahead. And Moscow's late game scaling is a lot better than Bruno, if anything. 73% win percentage. And again, audience prediction powered by Runestone, ladies and gentlemen. Because a lot of you think it's going to be Boars Gaming, and they are showing the same thing.
Well, you can see Rise going in, charge first, ask questions later, but that's what Havoc Makers are trying to do. SOD connecting as well. Now you can see God Believer does all the damage. Marco falls down. Oh, Boars Gaming still 5 members standing tall, even though Havoc Makers are the ones to take the fight to them.
Hold on. Gap between Pelmetronio and Slarky is just out of this world, dude. He's a level 7 Bruno against a level 11 Moscow.
Let's check. Let's take a look at the stats. The goal difference. Yeah, there you go. 5,855. Where's Bruno? 3,000. That's 2,000. That's one full item. Scared. That's one full item. Bro, even Hilda is more than gold than every single player on Havoc Makers. Nah, this 2,500. That's one full item. Slarky only has the Haas's Claws. I mean, yeah, the World Cup is coming and all, but it's still a few months away. We're still talking SNL Grand Finals here, Slarky. You need to wake up.
Wow. Alright, lucky that he had the flicker there to survive, man, but that's not available for the next 120 seconds. Oh, we haven't even seen God Believer hop in those fights a lot, though. The only thing that he's doing is kiting around that deadly magic, but guess what? He doesn't need to do anything. Rise, Boborusek, Leave Me, Pelmetronio, all of them happen there. He's like, yeah, alright, we'll take care of everything in front of us. We just survive.
How are they gonna make it back? Scared. 9,000 goal lead. How do Havoc Makers make it back? That like
Maybe like
that,
this?
making him make a play, but completely missing out on the second field. Oh, Boba rushing with the final slash, catches one. SOD connecting as well. Marco solo. That's what God Believer's trying to say. Finds a triple. Slarky gonna go down, make the maniac, ladies and gentlemen. God Believer. When you're praying every single day, the Lord answers your prayers. Boars Gaming 15-1. God Believer with a maniac, and they're marching down the base crystal. They don't need the Lord, but they're gonna secure it anyways. 10,000 goal lead.
Here's the thing, you don't make it back from such a goal deficit, man. All you can do is just hope for Boars Gaming to maybe throw away 5 bounties and do that twice and then repeat it again. That's the only way where we can see Havoc Makers make it back. Otherwise, that's not happening. Especially if you miss out on those skill 2s. That too after you get such a solid flicker shifting sky set. And man, one mistake.
Pew, 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 pew. That's what he's been doing.
One mistake and that's what you get. Did I say God Believer was out of the fight? How dare I say that?
Gabri definitely he's gonna be. He gets another stack of the Sky Piercer. That's gotta be 80, right? Make that a double. Now find the third. Might as well give it to him. Triple kill. You know what, Scared? A wager. Is he gonna get a Savage? That's gotta be the question of the chat. That's gotta be the next question for the giveaway. Is God Believer gonna get a Savage?
I don't think so. I don't think so. There'd be enough members for him to get the Savage.
Havoc Makers. You put yourself in trouble. That's one. Legendary. Lord's already crashing in. A God Believer, even flicker forward. He's playing with his food right now. Jackus makes it back, but lock down the base crystal. Game number 2. We thought it's going to be a long one, Scared. Looked like it's going to be a quick night. They got 2 in the bag. Unleashing the tusks are Boars Gaming.
Just 2 more remaining right now, and we'll have to see if they can actually get them in the exact same manner, right or not. I think so. I'll still give it to mostly the draft as well, right? Yes, as much as I understand that you are feeling comfortable on the Bruno, but I still feel maybe picking up a Claude would have been a bit better. if anything, you at least win the lane against Pelmetronio. You force him back into the tower. On the other side of the spectrum, you don't give a Hilda away if you want to play a Harley with a snowball, right? Because that is just insane. Hilda Kimi in the mid, you're never winning that river control, especially if you're going with the Zetian as well as the Khalid. You will just get bogged down, harassed, sent back, packing.
Well, that's difficult because not only that, they were going against the Kimi, right? Able to kite so beautifully. Yeah, with all the priority that's been there, Kimi's kind of fallen off, but still so present. 847 gold per minute. Yeah, God believer, always the rich guy.
I was like, you thought 821 was high. He delivers one better. Keep on thinking about it.
What can we do?
14,000 almost goal difference. I believe this is one of the maximum that we have seen in such a long time, right? 14,000. The only man who fell was Pelmetronio, and I don't think so he even cares about that. Because I believe he was trying to give God Believer a few of those kills. But that's about it. That's all. Nothing. That kill was also Marco. Alright, yeah, that was all the way up in that top lane when we were seeing him play. Report Pelmetronio.
And you know what, Scared? They tried to hold the line, right? Havoc Makers really tried to hold the line, but Boris Gaming just broke through it. I mean,
It was...
clean sweep? Are we looking at a clean sweep?
Seems like that if things go like this, right? You talk about crossing the line. I always remember that one episode of Tom and Jerry where Pikey...
Sheesh.
Yeah, I know.
That play needs to be highlighted. That's a clip right there. That's one for the socials. This one too. This one too.
This is good, but that was just. Yeah.
Now this is one for the socials. Boom, maniac.
Just flies out of there. Shoo. Oh my God, Cameron just got yeeted on the other side. I'm pretty sure even he doesn't know what happened to him.
I don't know, man. I think Havoc Makers definitely need to get back to the drawing board. Like, it's Flying Cloud. Yes, it doesn't make much of a difference, but you're able to get back into the lanes much faster. We don't want to see a clean sweep. We really don't want Dakota's prediction to come true. At least take it to a 3 of 7 games. Make it interesting. But it comes down to how are they going to be able to figure this out themselves, right? Like, at the moment, we asked Larky in that interview, are you going to stick with his lineup while going into the MEC qualifiers? He said, maybe, let's check it out. I think he'll be thinking about that question that I asked twice now. With the way that Boris Gaming have been dominating every part, macro, micro, draft, like baiting out the opposition just to get that kill that they wanted so you can get a lot more on the map. I think it comes down to what is going to be prio in the roam position. The clearly... Throughout the tournament, as we've gone, with the SNL so far, the SPL that was there previously, and the MEC qualifiers that we've done before, the Khalid was prioritized in the start, started falling off that pecking order. So now how do they respond? What's going to be the answers? Bakshias are going to be let through. Bakshia not banned out on the red side usually. It's usually banned out on the blue side now because it's such a great pick to get in return for the trade that you get for the Freya, Harley. So now teams have to evolve, and I think Havoc Makers are still stuck in the past.
You know, I was thinking about a few things out here. As much as I want to hop back on the draft, give me a second. What are the chances if the German Rising Phoenix did not face Boars Gaming in the semifinals? We might have seen them in the grand finals.
I agree. I think if Rising Phoenix didn't see Boars Gaming in the semifinals, they probably would have been grand finals worthy for sure.
Exactly.
I know Urek is out there trying to cuss me out, saying that what happened to your prediction in the 3rd place match? Bro, you're not playing. I don't know, but yeah. Either way,
let me check what was mine there. I think so. I cooked up with that.
Yeah, you did. You got it right. But this one though, even though it's kind of like a fun thing for us talents, it definitely isn't fun if you're Havoc Makers, right? And if you're Italian, if you're an Italian fan, if you're a fan of Italian Mlbb, it doesn't feel so good at the moment.
Lemon.
The way, yeah, I know, right? Pretty sour. But yeah, at this moment, it doesn't feel so good if you are him. He's definitely listening to us. We're surprised he's not said anything yet. But Marcel banned out Boxia, Harley on the blue side. Havoc Makers put themselves in a predicament. Valentina is still open, and I think Boars Gaming are gonna leave it open just to see what are you gonna take. There's the Suyo, there's the Sora that's available, there's the Phobius. The Eve is left open as well. Maybe ban out the Eve and then see if they want to trade the Sora Valentina. Oh man, this is dicey. A lot of priority.
What? Nah, they gotta be tripping me, man. Yeah, no, no, we're not gonna say that. We are not gonna say that.
No.
We are not gonna say that. They literally troll banned Khalid.
I think it's a troll ban, all right? It's good. It's a good ban to prevent the early snowball that Havoc Makers are trying. Like, that's the most important thing. But here,
that
Boars
hasn't
Gaming,
happened.
hey man, believe in yourself. That's the meme that's going around. But at the moment, Havoc Makers, they have to prioritize Valentina.
You call for it, but they prioritize the Eve. Valentina Sora?
Valentina, not Sora, maybe Valentina Phobius, maybe Valentina Claude.
Maybe Sora Kalia. Maybe Sora Kalia.
No, I think Valentina plus, come on, Hill. Oh, Valen.
I was thinking maybe you can keep the Valen for the later stages as well, but then again, she could be flexed in the EXP lane, so.
I think Carry, Sora, Suyo definitely got to be prioritized here if you're Havoc Makers. You can always go for the AOG with the Gato Kacha in the wrong position, but you're giving that away to God Believer. You can go with the Grok, but you're giving that away to God Believer.
Right.
Carry is prioritized. Maybe Fredrin if you're in the jungle. Kalea, you spoke about it. I like it. You keep them all within the RWM, so you got the protection for Slarky in there as well. But again, level 4 is what they're looking at. Early on, this Hilda, nobody's there to stiff arm the Hilda. You need to find a way to stop the Hilda. Yes, you have the Kalea, but how are you going to add on to the Kalea? That's the question.
Apart from just the carry to blitz them down, I agree. You need someone on the assassin to go for the same thing. Sora being locked in as well. And again, this is one of the big flex pick, right? You can put this in the hands of Pelme. You can put this in the hands of Bobarusik, depending on how the next phase of the draft would go. So you have a lot of room even in terms of the jungle. So ban out the Yi Sun Shin at this point. Don't want to give this one either in the hands of Limi or Pelme. Or maybe you just simply ban out the Claude.
No. Take out the Moskov.
Makes sense.
I mean, it's terrible inside the RWM.
Sense.
I get Harith and Leomord. Harith and
Leomord. Harith in the RWM? I don't think so, man.
Whenever
Leomord
you're
is
nice
good.
Man. Whenever is a solid ban. Leomord saying Moscow, we spoke about it. I think Harith's a solid pick here. If not that, Claude. Definitely Claude. I would prioritize the Claude, but then look at the Kalea, and then Metronio. Probably not feeling it since yesterday. Want to prove us wrong. Suyo spoke about it. Yeah. I can see the dive coming in from Boars Gaming. It's 4-man dive already.
Right.
Havoc Makers need some sort of crowd control. A Fredrin. Something in the EXP that could stop them. You can't go Black Dragon. You can't go Lapu. You can't go maybe a Uranus. Just to stop something early on, but then again, it doesn't really work. Arlot's not so good.
There is luck.
Yeah, that's the only option kind of left at this point. But then you're already starting to play passive. You're really relying on level 4. A level 3 power spike coming in from the Suyo doesn't look so good for Havoc Makers here. Hayabusa maybe, but you're going to get bullied by this Hilda. What is it going to be? Yi Sun Shin? Okay, I can live with that. I can live, but then the Hilda is going to be so annoying.
It's just way too late game, man. Need a lot of early game right now. Lapu, the only choice. They go for the Alice.
I like it. Okay, Claude comes in clutch. Yeah, that's the one we spoke about. I like the Yi Sun Shin because I like the Yi Sun Shin as a hero. But then you're looking for places to farm around the map. Sure. The Hilda's gonna follow you, and Marco's got a hard job again just to keep Rise in check. Like, that's the only job Havoc Makers need to do. As long as Marco doesn't die and protects Jackis, is able to provide the support that Jackis needs to get to that scaling point. Yeah, I think Gabri is gonna be a massive playmaker on this Alice. Just comes down to how Boars Gaming are gonna work around it. It's just this apply the pressure in the mid lane, get that fast clear, and Rise is gonna be annoying.
That is one of the main ideas that I can see, right? I do understand that you needed to pick off in that jungle, combining it with the Kalea so that you can have that, second layer if not for carry. If you're not able to reach to that time, how can you do it early on in the game as well? You can pair it up really well with the Dauntless Fleet, so you get that chain CC up onto the point. But at the same time, as you rightfully mentioned, that's where the Shifting Skies comes in clutch on the other side. We have seen Boborusik. It's about the job of which EXP laner can set your team better. Will it actually be Gabri, who has got a better chance now, considering God Believer, Pelmetronia both are going to be running on that Purifier to run back to safety, and also Marco can try to bait it out early on with the Tsunami Slam? Or is it going to be Boborusik with the Flicker Shifting Skies?
Well, we're gonna find out, folks. As you can see, the minions are marching down the mid lane on the blue side. Havoc Makers needs to find a way to pull one back. Otherwise, it's gonna be a match point for Boars Gaming.
Yeah. A fun there again. You don't have the mid lane prio, if anything. Rise and God Believer are going to clear it out so very quickly. And look at the poke. It's constantly happening there. No surprises in the emblems, if anything. Thrill as well. Rise is going to be making Fury Hammer. And holy smokes.
Yeah,
Didn't even get the third part. Yeah, Marco.
This is what you gotta do. And look, and the game has become so. And right now, it's evolved so much. Like EXP presence for Lethal Wanderer is so important. Havoc Makers at least makes himself shown at this point. But the trade is coming in from Boborusik, taking away the crab.
Yeah, Retribution were kind of forced out there. And I believe Zakota is cooking with this talent prediction, which is powered by Runestone, ladies and gentlemen. It highly seems
so
that...
derpy, bro. It looks so derpy.
True. You have to throw it at him, all right,
No, I mean, Warren. I think Warren's got the highest prediction so far. Warren and Ellis, right? Warren and Ellis have got their prediction right, so I think so. Yeah, I think they've been getting their predictions right. They're understanding how these teams. They got a little more insight about these teams. Of course, the thing about Zakota, he's got insight about all these teams, but never gets it right.
Because sometimes he goes in for the absurd picks, like
He's biased,
Rising
bro.
Phoenix 3-0.
He's just biased.
That I agree. At the same time, sometimes his confidence pays off too. Let's see.
He's definitely a personality to look out for. But Jack is here. Heavenly Boat taking away that goal, that EXP
Yeah, they're not
crab.
fighting.
They
They're not
cannot
fighting.
contest. KOL, what are you doing? Gets caught. Oh, the damage. Here comes the Shifting Skies. He walked into it. He flickered up and gets chased by Bober. No, what were you doing there? Off position.
Big problem there. Oh, Marco. All right.
Gabri goes in. Throne of Ruin could come at any point. Yes, they're using it already. Jack is trying to get Rise, slowing them down as much as possible. But look at Leave Me. Still wants the buff. Lets it go. God Believer brings such a detraction. I mean, scared in these fights, it's like diversion. They divert the attention of whoever's there with the help of God Believer on this Valentina because he can double dash, and the rest just escape.
That has been the constant approach for Bows Gaming, right? You catch one, then you scramble away, you reposition, rendezvous, and then they repeat the same thing. And again, as much as I do understand that you want to make a combination with Marco on that Kalea, Jackie is not really the best tool to utilize the Tsunami Slam in the early game. You can't even contest those neutral objectives, if anything, and we know the potential for Boars Gaming Snowball. So much so that right now Slarky has to play a bit more passive, considering Pelmetronio's got that mobility boost as well with the Art of Thievery.
Oh, Tsunami Slam.
He's
Yeah,
dead.
that's not going to help no whatsoever. But KOL pulls one back, though, but at the cost of an RWM. At least it is there before the turtle, so 30 seconds, you get that.
I think so. It's still going to be 10 to 15 seconds more before he actually gets that back. But let's see. Let's see how much CDR he actually has. Because I don't think so he's got anything in the emblem. Totally depends on the itemization right now, as he'll be focusing down on that glowing wand. Yeah, alright. He has got a CDR, but I'd still say it's not enough. On the other side of the spectrum now, again, look at the map control. God Believer!
Man, that's a Valentina taking the Mountain Shocker. Just say that's the Mountain Shocker taken away. Yeah, you know what? I want to see a point where the best play, Scared, I've seen in Mobile Legends on a Valentina is taking. I was talking about this to Trex the other day. That the best play we've seen on a Valentina, you probably see it too, is Sanji from Team TLPH pulling off that Fredrin taunt with a flicker on a Valentina, right? That's the best play. He's done it a couple of times, of course. But that's the highest level of play we've seen. Gabri going down here on the bot side, 3-man dive. They still don't go away. That has been the best play so far. And I think if God Believer able to pull that off, yeah, bro, massive respects. And he's able to do so much already.
True. And imagine everyone really thought that maybe Fredrin is not the best out. Hold on, Marco. He's just trying to bait out the Purifier, and Pelmetronia is like, yeah, I'm not going to do that until you actually pull me in the air.
Well, you can see already Shifting Skies coming through. Bobarushik taking down Jackis. A little overextending in the river. The river's somewhere they shouldn't go.
Oh my god.
No safety under his own turret. Boars Gaming are blitzing through this, Scared. It's almost going to be 3 games now. It's only 6 minutes in. Feels like forever. And Havoc Makers are going through a grueling battle. It feels like torture right now.
It's just a really different game for Boars Gaming, as you rightfully mentioned. Does look like a torture. I'm pretty sure that the fans of Boars Gaming, though, on the other side are going to be very happy about it as we have a look at their predictions powered by Runestone. 57%. For some reason, it keeps on shifting. Havoc Makers get their fans back in, but the result doesn't change in the game right now. They've only got 1 kill, and that too was on Rise when KOL got it on the left side of that mid tier 3, right? I don't know, man.
What do you not know, Scared? I'll tell you what you don't know. Why Havoc Makers are doing this to themselves. Or rather, not doing this to themselves, but Boars Gaming, just so good at their macro. Every single micro decision. This is what a clean game of Mlbb looks like, right? You're not allowing the opposition to do anything. Yes, they have ways to play around your composition, but you're just not allowing them the opportunity to do so.
Yes. That has been one of the big reasons why Boars Gaming have been, if anything, probably they're one of the strongest teams that Europe has seen till date. Just how clean they are, how confident they are, their hero pool is massive, and every single person knows how to play on the back of each other. How many times can you try and ban them out? You can try yeah.
No, I was gonna say the more the meta changes, the stronger the Boars Gaming become. The point where Boars Gaming were not able to get any victories was when the meta was a little saturated, right? They were really scratching their heads to see what was going on, which picks they needed. Maybe a little bit of burnout coming through as well, but hey man, every now and then, getting games like this for themselves, yeah.
Hold on.
They look super solid. Bobarushik, oh no, Gabri. Oh, Throne of Ruin coming into this just to survive, but it's going to be a 1v3, and Gabri's not going to make it out alive. Bobarushik got a killing spree, bot side. Pelmetronio, Blazing Duet under the RWM, forcing a flicker out from Starkey. And Gabri, no flicker as well. All this before the Lord even comes up. It's not even 8 minutes. It's just hitting that mark. They're getting all the tier 2s. Pop the shield on the top side.
Yeah, and I believe the bottom one as well, if they really want to focus down on it, they can force that shield too. Level 10 on Jackie, man. If anything, I'm pretty sure it's Rise on level 8 right now, but we saw the damage charts. God Believer, just way too far up in that. Constantly stealing away the Mountain Shocker, annoying. Look at him right now. Yeah, I know he does not have the IMU available, but even if he picks it up, he's got everything to choose from. He can either pick up the Tsunami Slam, he can either pick up the Real World Manipulation, Mountain Shocker can work for him. It's just shopping spree.
Well, folks, we know it's skin season right now, so you want to go shopping for some diamonds. But you know what? While you're shopping for some diamonds, if you want to get some couple free diamonds, make sure you join the Surge Fit Club. You got a lot of challenges to get yourself some in-game rewards. Lucky skins, lucky box skins, diamonds. True. I don't know what else they give, because I'm going to join the Surge Fit Club myself. Scared. You want to do a challenge, Scared?
To be honest, I kind of want to do it.
Yeah,
I'm really tempted to see.
We should end up doing it. Maybe we'll find something, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, this is nasty. That's disrespect. That is disrespect from God Believer, and they're not gonna take it. And yes, they don't. Slarky gets a pick off on Pelmetronio. Now the Tsunami Slam comes down as well. Bobarushik was in too deep. God Believer should not have done that. Now they've triggered Havoc Makers, but the Lord's already taken out the mid inhibitor. But leave me getting them back to reality, and so is KOL. But look at God Believer taking a lot of damage from Slarky. Rise goes in, and now all of a sudden the reality dawns on Havoc Makers. They do not have anything to go against Gorus Gaming.
10-2 right now, though. Yes, they lose one in that process, but they still get the passives out there. To be honest, I'm actually going to give it to Havoc Makers for being able to defend it with all inhibitors standing. And it's about time right now that Gorus Gaming will have to respect the amount of damage that this carry can actually deal in the hands of Slarky Boy. 10.5 minutes into the game, he's almost about to build that Trinity too. Yes, Pelmetronio is going to be a problem, but then he will have to be careful when he hops up in front of Marco. Just one knock-up and his ultimate can be cancelled out instantly. Even if he's not able to, even if he's got the Purify, right? It just takes that one S2 knockup. Out here, the big difference between Leave Me and Jackie, right? 0% teamfight participation for him, while Leave Me on the other side, having his own fun time. 50% out there, 4 kills, 1 assist. It shows you how Gorus Gaming are actually playing around that map. Fully controlling all the objectives, not giving any space to Havoc Makers, because it's a double marksman after all. You give them space, they're going to take a mile.
Yeah, and it's not like Havoc Makers can kind of brute force their way through as well, right? Because they know the moment they're brute forcing their way through, Gorus Gaming are going to win the fight. They have the advantage. They have the goal lead. They have the damage output. They had the early game in their favor. Look at that. He's not even able to get that cannon minion, man. Use the range, maximum range, trying to take something down. Usually on a Eastern Shin, that should have been an easy pick off on the minion, right? But not able to get that last hit.
He's level 12 right now. 11.5 minutes in the game. What do you expect? He's the jungler of the team, if anything.
That's the Eastern Shin, man. Win condition.
Rise is level 11.
I mean, if it's in the 11th minute or the 12th minute, you've got to be level 15 already. That's how fast you need to be farming up. It's 0-2-0, 0-3-1, 0-3-2, 1-0-0, 1-2-0. I mean, I know production's expecting a lot of, clips, a lot of highlight moments. But the highlight being Gorus Gaming, just utter domination. You call it the Liquid Stampede? I don't know. Feels like it's going to be a clean stampede coming in from Gorus Gaming. Just another way to say it. A stampede is still a stampede, right?
Something right out of Jumanji, if you remember.
Yeah, I know.
The OG movies. But I agree. This has been the full group of boars just running around, no one to stop them. The good thing for Havoc Makers is the fact that they've also completed the Trinity for Slarky, and he is going in for the Mlbb gun instead of a Wind of Nature. But to be honest, at this point, you might as well just simply go in for that range and extra bit of penetration, considering the Wind of Nature is either way is not going to save your life so easily. It's level 15 on the other side, still 2 levels behind, so might as well just try and put all of your remaining resources in Slarky and put your eggs in that one basket, because everyone else is just cracking down.
Oh no, this is not a push. This is a full-on invasion, and that's what Havoc Makers are looking to stop. They get the Tsunami Slam if Rise dove in too deep. Now Bobarush goes to the back line. Blazy Duet comes in as well. Throne of Ruin just to stop them in place, but the damage is too much. Pelmetronio melting them down like it's butter. Marco Polo falls to a stack in the Sky Piercer, and Gabri trying to sustain, but we walks into a Soul Sever. Jackis has no protection. Has to go into the base crystal. Gorus Gaming marching their way through. It's not a stampede, Scared. It's a full-on rampage.
Not stopping at all, man. Man, everything kept on the line. They're like, yeah, we don't care about the best of 7. We are going for a 4-0. And this is exactly what was being talked about in the interview with God Believer yesterday, right? It is not arrogance. It is the confidence in the team. Knowing how they play, knowing what the enemies are capable of. It just seems like they know what the favorite dish of the other side is, and they're adding all the ingredients that they absolutely hate.
Well, Scared, I'm just looking at the replay, right? I'm looking at the replay to see what they could have done a little bit better. It's...
There's the draft.
it's not exactly, yes, you can say it's the draft, but also at the same time it's about execution of the draft, right? You mentioned it. Jackies, yes, on the Eastern Shin is not the best pick in the jungle at this moment for the amount of early pressure that they're inviting. They're inviting pressure. That's the difference.
Yes.
Rather than trying to apply pressure, inviting pressure. In this case, Havoc Maker's inviting all the pressure from Boars Gaming. Yes, you have Marco on this Kalea that can dish out a lot of crowd control. But the problem being, it's a Hilda. She's going to survive no matter what you do. And this is what Rise's bread and butter has been. But then again, he wasn't even the MVP. It's God Believer. He got game number 1. He got game number 3. Game number 2, all right, we'll give it to somebody else. But, hey, he's always been there.
Can't put this man out, can you? Yes, regardless of the pick he actually goes in with. He's just so very good, and right? This is what we always talk about. If you want to be good on Valentina, that means you have to be good in Mlbb entirely. Because you don't play Valentina. At that moment, you're playing all the other heroes in the game, especially the ones that have got good ultimates. And right now, he had a market to choose from. Leave Slaky Boy alone. He can pick any one of those. Didn't even go for Marco's ultimate. He's like, yeah, fine, I'm just going to steal away KOL. Maybe I'm going to take Jackie's ultimate to kill him off all the way when he's taking the bug.
You know
All of these things is stack up. Yeah.
I mean, I want to see how many counts of highlight. Like, these are the highlights, right? Let's count how many Havoc Makers get and how many Boars Gaming get. Because usually we try and get it 50-50, folks. We try as much as we can, right? Production's doing an absolute great job. This comes out of the way that the game is being played. At this point, we're not saying that Havoc Makers are playing bad. It's just the fact that Boars Gaming are that good. Look at this. That is absolute no safety under the tower whatsoever. Bobarushik knows how to maximize the utility of this Sora. Leave Me comes in, snipes Marco Polo. That's another kill in the hands of him. And look at it. This is disrespect from God Believer. And he still survived. He didn't let go of the RWM knowing that the Throne of Ruin is going to come through. There's a lot of stuns in place. You're not going to touch him. He still kept that RWM going. Yes, they got one in return. And that's it. This is the one pick, maybe. Yes, he went in a little too aggressive. After that, that was the only saving grace they kind of have. A little bit of hope left. And hope could be so... hope could be such a fickle thing. Right? It gives you everything that you want. Everything that you wish you had, and then it's just not there.
I can literally see that dialogue and hear it as well. You know what? I actually want to have a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we're gonna give a little bit of a breather to Havoc Makers right now because they ain't making no havoc. It's all chaos in their own arsenal. Let's see if they can bounce back after this short break. Man, if you look at Havoc Makers, yeah, I think so. You could say Boards Gaming to be that one. But out here right now, I don't see any kind of havoc on the field apart from the place where Boars are coming from because they are stomping, they are rampaging. They're simply moving through this land of dawn at a pace that Havocs cannot really catch. The only thing that they can do is maybe bring in a slight few changes out here. Kronos, talk me through it.
Yeah, I think the changes you can see already. Slarky, Jackis, Gabri, Dylan in the wrong position now. Marco not able to keep up, so switch it up a little bit. Give Dylan a little bit of time. Let's see if he can pick it up, or it's gonna be at least if they don't get the victory, at least they know they tried everything.
Yeah, that is true. Just get all of those combinations which you've had in your mind. Go for the PNCs. Maybe this one's going to be working out for you. I remember last time when they won, Dylan was the one who was on the interview as well, right? So maybe if he can hop in, some of our predictions could eventually become true. Considering now we're going to have Dangerous Grass, maybe those Kaleas this time around. Who knows?
Well, true. I think, man, Dylan looks like a stud, though. Either way, in this game, I think coming down to how the first 3 games have gone, expectation is for the 4th one to be a clean sweep as well. Excuse me. However, I think Dylan now bringing a little bit of how do I say flavor to this lineup. Maybe they draft differently. Maybe find a pocket pick. Maybe a Hellcurt roam, Natalia. You never know. I've seen an X-Borg roam, so I'm not excluding anything. I've seen a Benedetta roam. I'm not excluding that either. I don't know, man. What's Havoc Maker's gonna go with?
Cool. Overcooking, Kronos. Overcooking.
No, trust me, I saw those 2 and they actually got the win too. Yeah.
I mean, Bene Rome still makes sense. Understandable. You can still walk in the bushes. You've got the eye for a night.
I think the Bene Rome lost. The X-Borg win won. X-Borg Rome won, if I'm not wrong.
Probably the first item, Immortality. I'm not taking it.
It made sense because like it was trying to like push the opposition tank jungle. Like it was against the Fredrin, Uranus, and all that stuff. So high mobility composition on the sides with a lot of true damage down the middle. So yeah, but then again, like speaking of true damage, they take out the carry. Take out the carry here. You got Harley taken off the table. Boxia is available.
Ban it out.
Valentina is available. Sora. Marcel, just ban out the Mars. I was gonna say Marcel. It's gonna be
Baxia
Valentina first pick.
Baxia.
Oh yeah, Boxia. Never mind. Boxia first pick. Leave me the prio. Let's see how they can catch up.
Oh, they actually give God Believer the prio. You called out for the Valentina.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, he's been on fire.
Literally. Doesn't really care about what's there on the other side, and also denies the Sora on. So you trade out the Baxia. I think so they kind of understood that God Believer would prioritize the Valentina, so we can trade it off for Baxia. If nothing, we just reverse that trade. But who do you pick it up with? Already got the flex up on board right now. Do you lock in the Kimmy early on, or
no? I mean, at the moment you don't really need to show, if I may say so. Phobius?
Too early, I think.
I mean,
Carry is banned out. Claude?
Too early.
That's a
Lunox, okay. Lunox, you kind of don't give that extra bit of ults that you want. Glue is a solid choice in the EXP lane just to counter this Boxia. They know how to do it, right?
Moscow as well. Early Moscow this time around, though. Wasn't really expecting this to happen, to be honest. Excuse me for that. What do you lock in here? You need the range, but since you've already locked in the Lunox, do you go for the Sora? You still give the Shifting Skies away. Gabri hasn't been feeling comfortable on the Sora either ways.
I think they need to find some damage. They look lacking. There you go. Lock in some damage. You're lacking so much damage. Yeah. No, that's not. I mean, yes, but it's a goal lane. He wins against Moskov early on as well. You have the opportunity to outplay. You get global vision. So yes, in a way, it's nice. You can still kite the glue. It's consistent. You got the early game covered with the Boxia. You've You need to bridge that now between the early and the late.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think looking
Huh. Yeah, I
at the
know.
second phase of the band scared. I think what could it be though?
Again, you have got the mid, you've got the gold lane. You need to pick up the EXP. Probably ban out the junglers. Suyu, good shot. Now, what else can leave me actually pick in this scenario? Ban out the Suyu, ban out the Harley. Maybe going for... I don't think so he's going to lock in the Fred, will he? Not against a Lunox and the Yi Sun-shin. You need burst.
Could do.
Nolan?
No, Nolan was a pocket pick. They learned how to deal with it, so I'm not even. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't go crazy with it. Here, however, I think another roam ban, probably a Hylos maybe if you are Boars Gaming, but Havoc Makers need to take down something else in the jungle. What other options are open?
Those are the only few I can see, man. I don't think so they're going to ban out a Joy here.
Hayabusa maybe, but then again, like you're not honestly doing anything against the Lunox.
Exactly.
It's got to be another tank. Fredrin, right? I only see Fred.
Fred, yeah. That's the only thing. But I don't think so the Fred would be the way to go. The ban out the Hilda. They're done with it, man. They're like, yeah, no more for Rise.
Khalid's taken off the table. That sounds good.
Like a high loss.
Phobius, man. They need an EXP laner. Phobius. Otherwise, they're going to put Rise on this glue. Put Bobarushik on something else. Like an Arlot, maybe. But the Rise, I think Rise is probably gonna lock in the Hylos, right? If Havoc Makers don't take the Hylos, Rise is gonna lock in the Hylos along with the Leomord. You got a nice level 4 invades. You got level 4 Prio in the turret. You definitely have the glue to add more crowd control just to get on top of Jackis.
Annoyance in the backline, yeah.
Yeah, and a way to access the backline. That's right.
But here's this one thing, right? Instantly, KOL can actually get a ton of healing back up if the glue goes split on the face. That is one thing normally I like whenever I play Lunox into that glue. But on the other side, it is a show to go in for the setups, right? No Kalea, it's fine. I mean, if they wanted to go for pick-off, I was thinking of a Kaja. But, alright, Cho kind of fits the bill as well.
I don't think Kaja would have been the case. I like the Cho. You get some Prio. Well, I like the Cho, bro.
Yeah, I like the Cho as well. That's what I was thinking. Like either the Kaja or the Cho. Both because work. Since you want to go in that direction. Now with the Leomord, you also lock in the Phobius. You've got a better option. And you were kind of calling Havoc Makers to pick that one up. But what else in that lane against the Phobius?
Dragon.
What should work?
Dragon,
or
Lapu.
the Lapu. You give big ultimates to God Believer, don't you?
I mean, yeah, that's the whole point here. Maybe a Terizla. They probably didn't want to give that Infernal Pursuit to God Believer, right? They really didn't want to give the Infernal Pursuit because the Valentina's really cooking if you give the Infernal Pursuit. Whatever's left in the EXP lane at the moment, Terizla, Lapu, yeah. Whatever you do, you're giving something away indeed. So might as well brace for impact and then get ready to go into the game because Havoc Makers... They have taken charge with this Cho and the Lapu Lapu, but the re-engage looks so nasty from Boars Gaming.
That is going to be their way, right? You go in with Dylan's Way of the Dragon. Yes, they try to set things up. Gavri tries to disrupt your re-engage. But then you've got God Believer who can actually steal away whatever ultimate he wants. And I'm pretty sure in most of the situations, it is going to be either the Mountain Shocker to try and go for those re-engages, or maybe it's going to be the Brilliance from the Lunox to try and go for the sustain, or rather the iframes, if in case Havoc Makers are the ones who get that early game. But once we have a look at it, they can't go for the invades. If they would have picked the Hylos, that would have been a different story. But they do have the set potential. It will be difficult considering how things are. But I still feel that Havoc Makers can potentially take this one.
Well, Boars are ready to charge, ladies and gentlemen. The map's starting to tremble. Havoc Makers got some plans to burst the bubble of Boars Gaming fans. It is a match point for Boars Gaming. 3-0 in a best of 7. Dreams come alive. A lot on the line. But nothing is impossible. A reverse sweep on the cards. Can Havoc Makers make that possible? Boars Gaming cannot rest on their laurels, even though they got 3 in the bag. A best of 7 might culminate right now, but Havoc Makers have different plans.
I always say this one line, impossible is merely something that is yet to be done. And maybe this time Havoc Makers can do the unthinkable. The good thing is right now, yes, as much as there is the Lunox who might not have a fun time out in the mid lane, but still will be able to match the clear speed of God Believer. And look at that early presence out here. Now, this is something which I talk about when the confidence hits up the team, right? If Havoc Makers would have won at least one of the previous few games, maybe Jackie would have decided to go in for the invade on the bear camp without moving back. Right now, they're still going for a bit of passive gameplay.
Well, speaking of passive, I think everybody else took a passive in the predictions as well. Only Zakota, the aggressive 1-4-0, powered by Runestone, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at the talent predictions. Maybe you'll find out the audience and what they think about it later on when it comes through. Now about 1 minute, 30 seconds in, the turtle is going to be up. And I think Havoc Makers definitely have priority with the help of the Boxia. Right? So Rise needs to find a way to beat Trouble and get to that level 4 power spike.
We'll have to see that one though, to be honest. Because again, Rise can be a problem, but it is Leave Me who will try to go in for the contest as well onto that turtle. You have that momentum combination, better execution lines, so even though the heavy lifting will be done by Jackie onto that turtle, you can just simply hop in and steal it away. Though up top, Gabri is actually trying to go for the wave cut to get that early level 4, and Bob Rusik is punishing him for that.
Oh, Gabri.
Good luck.
Forced the flicker out of harm's way just before the turtle, and look at what Boars Gaming have done. Push them down, -1, and now you get priority in the turtle. Phantom Steed comes out as well. You can take him down, and they're looking to get another. First Blood adding another in the mix with Bobo Rushik. They get the Mountain Shocker down. Schlarky making his way in, but only to save KOL. Boars Gaming started off slow, found the rhythm right on time.
And that is all Gabri trying to cut the wave, right? Idea was nice. I did understand what he wanted to do there. He just wanted an early level 4 than Bob Rusik. Instead of getting poked down in the lane, he was like, maybe I can try and play a bit more aggressive. But then Bravest Fighter baited out, Flicker baited out. That's when you know Boars Gaming, they've got the advantage and the priority. Instantly hopping in for the win.
Go, Steed comes out again. Barbiel looking to chase down KOL. Doesn't look like it's going to be a good day for this Lunox. Needs the space. They need to utilize this Cho. Now God Believer get kicked. Just away. But still they find an angle to get the kill in the hands of KOL.
Chaos Assault. That's really nice. And I was kind of thinking as well before this draft, right? Maybe just go for something more controlling in the mid lane. Something that doesn't really rely on the poke, but more like has got that insane early burst potential too. Down bot, Pelmetronio. Kind of facing it off against Slarky, which you were the one who called it out, right? Kronos, that Slarky will win in that lane. So yeah, that Lunox now makes a lot of sense. And they finally won that fight, at least for now.
Well, folks, don't forget to follow our socials. Join the Discord. Links all available in the description. I'm fumbling my words, but then again, that's because I'm trying to read the link tree. Yes, there's a dot between the TR and EE. So make sure you catch Surge Europe on the link tree as well. Take a screenshot of that. Save it for later. Follow our socials, join our giveaways, be a part of our community. You get to see some more action like this. I say, not every day is Sunday, not every day do Boars Gaming come out on top.
He's going to give a shout out. Hold on a second. Rise.
Oh, wait. Rise trying to run away with a split. And there it is. The way of the dragon catching the place as well. They get the damage down with the help of the shield unity. But look at the back line. Gabri going in, creating a separation. God Believer down with the raging. Oh, that's the Landshaker. Leave Me comes into the picture as well with the Phantom Steed. Brilliance to make it out of harm's way. Jeet Kundo knock up from Dylan. They were missing this aggressiveness in the early game, but here comes Jack's shield unity again. No more Steed, no more extra sustain. Bobo Roshik makes his way into the party. 1 second to the turtle, and I think Havoc Makers want to get priority, but Bobo Roshik's presence says otherwise.
Yeah, he's constantly going to make sure that he becomes that threat. Especially when you've got so many dashes. Oh!
Beautiful. What a Jeet Kundo flicker. Way of the dragon. And Pelmetronio is going down with the help of the Raging Slash. But here comes the re-engage. Bobo Rushik in Feral Pursuit. Catching them off guard. Turtle. No, they don't want it. They want to brawl. That's what Boars Gaming are all about. As Leave Me focuses down the neutral objective, Havoc Makers have to respect the damage that they can put out.
I really like it. I love the way how they're trying to brawl now. This shows confidence. This was what was missing in the previous few games as well, though. God believe
Lever, he dashes in and he gets away on the dragon of his own. Oh, you can't give his comfort pick, man. Now they get on top of Leave Me. At least they're trying to pull one back, but the steed is already out. Rise is being annoying, and Jackus gets terrified. Bobarushik comes in. Dylan with the way of the dragon to kick them away. Try and save Jackus, but only prolongs the inevitable.
You're kind of going for the flicker way of the dragon. Guess what? I can do one better. Gabri did not even see that coming. The Arcane Shade was so precise, and then with that instant flicker away of the dragon after the IMU. Impeccable play. Now on the back of all of those trades off as well, right? Yes, a 2,000 goal lead for Bose Gaming, but Pelmetronia has also had free time now with the constant lane swaps and the brawls that were happening. He's now winning the lane against Slarky.
Look at the goal lead, Scared. All that Havoc Makers have tried, but Boars Gaming just knew how to farm. Well, Pelmetronio gets pulled back. That's some prio they get. They needed Jackus to be this aggressive. They needed them to take initiative. And yes, they're pulling some back slowly and steadily, but the goal lead forever has been around the 1.5 and 2.5 mark.
As much as I want to be a bit more optimistic about it, you know, I'd have to say it was Marco being the bit of a difference maker there. He was being eaten alive by Rise. Rise could do whatever he wanted all around the map, and that was the thing which enabled Boars Gaming to control the pace of the game. Dylan has denied that. You have seen already with the answer back as well with the Way of the Dragons that were on point, and that's why, even though they're 2,000 behind, mostly they're keeping up with the farm. They've got similar items all across the board, and they're also fighting for those neutral objectives, if anything.
Well, 3 seconds to the turtle. Havoc Makers finally get control of the pit. But you got that big Phantom Steed that could say otherwise. Slarky getting it started. We like this position of the Eastern Shin. Jackus come out of the back line. Whoa, what are the way of the Dragon catch Rise as well. They come in with the Phantom Steed. Now they're looking to go to the back line. Tortoise Poseidon's used up, and they get the grab right on top of Dylan. Here comes the SOD. Pelmetronia trying to make his way. Brilliance to make it out alive as well. Bobarushik trying to sustain through all of it. Raging Slash comes through. Gabri goes in. Dylan trying to get the Jeet Kundo knock up, not finding it. Bonk and bonk as Bobarushik goes as he finds a kill. And the Boars Gaming tussle and bustle. But the hustle pays off as they go through. They're trying to go back, but the Mountain Shock preventing them from do so. Here comes the Steed once again. The re-engage going in. And Havoc Makers wanted to choose and create chaos, but it's not looking good for them. The outplay comes through, but KOL making sure that doesn't happen. They take back one. Meanwhile, on the top side, Pelmetronio, spear after spear, tower after tower.
Don't forget that all of this action was happening without the Moskov in the fight. And now he picks up the golden staff as well, all thanks to getting that tier 2 with the free farm up in top. He's going to be ahead in level against Slarky Boy, and yes, as much as he's not participating in the team fight, look at the gold. He's still got that advantage. Was able to catch up, if anything, and now has that item spike too. Boars Gaming, 3,000 gold lead. Now it's been increasing slowly and steadily. Havoc Makers have been trying to go in for that brawl, but KOL is the main man. I want to see if he's got the Genius Wand, or did he go in for the Glowing Wand? Because he can simply go for the Ruby DD combination to try and destroy Pelmetronia there.
Oh, Dark Wave. Gabri has to dash out. This time, the Bravest Fighter's the choice of ultimate that God Believer's got in his pocket. Looking to dive in. And look at when the timing has come out as well. Scared. It's just before the Lord. Right?
Yeah,
they got that big dive now. And you know Bobarushik's going to be the one to start the fight. They're waiting about 25 seconds to get that flicker. And then they're going to take charge. Never mind. Bobarushik still wants to go in. Finds a good position. Forcing out the Brilliance. Jackus with the shield unit stopping them in place. Here comes Leave Me with the Phantom Steed as well. They get another Dark Wave coming in. Dylan holding the trigger. Doesn't want to pull it yet.
Jeez, that is so much damage all the way from God Believer onto Jackie. I think so they've done enough. They should be able to take this Lord down for free. Jackie doesn't have any way for healing. And now considering Slarky is busy clearing out the top lane as well, we've got Pelmetronia joining in the fight. It's going to be no contest, Lord. Free for matter of fact now with the lead increasing to 4,000. Even though Dylan is back, even though they're seeing a lot more brawl, even though there are answers by Havoc, Boars Gaming in terms of objectives are still leading.
Oh, Jack is taking a lot of damage. Makes it out. Pelmetronio wants to get the tower. Dylan finally gets... never mind. That's Jackis who picks up that...
Oh!
Oh, no. No,
Nice.
no. Not looking good.
There are two types of people in the world. And I actually like it. There's a bit of a fighting chance right now coming in for Havoc Makers. Come on, boys. Prove my prediction true.
I mean, come on, man. I'd like my prediction to come true as well. But then again, like, that Chastis Pauldron coming in right now in Jackis is crucial. It's clutch, right?
Yes.
This seems like more of a fighting chance. This seems like a little bit of a tug of war. They're not giving away so easily this time. Boris Gaming, yes, they have the advantage. Yes, they're pushing through. But it's not a rampage like last time. They have advantage. They have the tool to initiate the fight with this Way of the Dragon, with this bravest fighter.
The only major problem is that Jackis is just level 12 right now. He's not really level 13, if anything, because that's what I wanted to see, considering Leave Me is on 14. And now with, as you rightfully mentioned, Shasta Pauldron picked up. He will get the item power spike now, because he went in for the Silence Robe and the Dreadnought armor. So it's around 10-minute, maybe 11, 12-minute mark where he gets those instant spikes. You get one, and then you add on the next two very quickly. So I'm pretty sure Boars might not anticipate that happening, which is one of the big reasons that even though, yes, there is a 4,500 gold lead, it still doesn't matter that much. It's only 1,000 gold ahead, Pelmetronio, who is up against KOL onto that Lunox. And that is fine. You've got the glowing, you've got the divine, you have the damage. Starkey is just being cheeky, man. Just steal some. Did he steal away the purple right under the nose of Leave Me? Yeah, that is cheeky.
It is quite cheeky indeed, Scared. But now, with this fighting chance that they have, the one good thing that I saw in the goal lead is that Slarky is catching up, right? Slarky's around.
Yes.
He's around that point. And you know what a Yisun Shin can do? Outplay. That Traceless is a tool that can take down so many. This is one hero that probably can do a 1v5 even when he's at below half HP. That's what this hero provides.
True.
Now, can we see Slarky pull it off before? We've seen him do it on the Bruno. His comfort pick. We've seen it do it on the carry before. We've seen him do it in the Yisun Shin. Can he do it now? Wars Gaming closing that 5,000 lead. The macro is with them. A lot of pressure on the sides pushing in. Mountain Shocker used up on the bot side. Pelmetronia able to kite. Seems like he's going to be taken down. No, he doesn't want to fight. Oh, Slarky, the passiveness is coming through, but they see the chase. He flickers out with the help of the Traceless, but he gets caught in the Dark Wave. Bobarushik takes him down, but now you can see Gabri going in with the Brave Spider, but Bobarushik in the back line is being so annoying. It's kicked by the Way of the Dragon. Here comes God Believer, Raging Slash committed as well. Dylan goes down first. Jackis to follow, or is it going to be Gabri? Yes, it is. They're not able to separate nor take down one member of Boars Gaming. Havoc Makers are trying and trying. The grind is not stopping, but Boars Gaming will not stop. The rampage continues. Inhibitor on the bot side, Scared.
Yeah, it's going to be taken down right now, but I love the respect being shown by Boars Gaming. They cannot underestimate this Lunox in the hands of KOL, considering he went in for the chaos, and you've got the outplay potential with the brilliance as well. Now, I was seeing the amount of damage he was dealing, right? With the brilliance, which was on point, Pelmetronio was zoned out. But Bobarusik's sustain has been impeccable. This is the big reason why this team has made it into the MEC Season 2 as the first seeded team from the Open Qualifiers. My guys, ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to miss out on that action which began. And KOL, you wanted him to be alive, but he falls at the most crucial moment.
Man, you can't put God Believer on the back burner. They were looking at Pelmetrona the entire time. They were looking at Leave Me. Rise was in their face. Bobarushik was making plays, and all of a sudden God Believer's like, yo, I got 2 MVP off of you guys. Can't forget about me. Oh, Slarky. Oh no, oh no, this is what we're looking for. Mountain Shocker's not there. Oh, but he gets his own. A nice Traceless. Slarky able to get the outplay. Finds moments to try and take them down. SOD, oh, just misses. Just.
Jackie, can you survive? Now, this dude wants to just simply buy a time as Pelmetronio was trying a cheeky play of taking down that Mlbb. Alright, Jackie can actually hop back. I think so they have enough for this Lord defense, all thanks to that play which was made down towards the bottom side.
Well, they still lose the inhib, right?
That's fine.
That's fine. Here comes the Steed. They're looking to take down the mid inhibitor. Here comes the next set of wave. Jack is trying. Gabri, bravest fighter, goes in. Bobarushik with a dark wave, trying to cancel it out. Jeet Kundo knock up. There, Phantom Step. They get in. Oh, no. It was looking dicey. The Lord taking the aggro, and Pelmetronia hacking away at the inhibitor in the mid lane.
Yeah, he's still trying to catch this one down though, but a really solid defense still now. One quick look at the items. Beauty completed. Slarky's gonna hit you like a truck along with the Wishing Lantern.
Oh, the way of the dragon just to push Leave Me away. He has to steal on top of him. KOL goes over the brilliance as well. Jack's taking too much damage. Tortoise the Poisons comes out. They get the grab on him, but Pelmetronia able to get that kill. Dylan cannot peel. Jeet Kundos are not landing. The way of the dragon is taken away by God Believer. Slarky trying. KOL is too. Gabri goes in. Bravest fighter. Rise splits up. Dylan wants to get a pick off, not able to find anything. Here comes the Steed, and Leave Me is dishing out the damage, but Rise is the first one to fall. They find another. Leave Me looking to get Slarky, and he takes him down. 2 and 3 in the process, make that 4. They're looking for a wipe. They don't want the end. Pelmetronio, it's Gabri in his own fountain, but Boars Gaming are rampaging through, and they see the map, and all of Land of Dawn trembles as they're able to take a sweep in this grand finals. The Surge Nation League bows down to Boars Gaming.
They try to stand up to the Kings, but Boars are just flying too high. They have conquered the lands, my man, and they're now moving towards the skies. That's where the Surge Nations League is. And congratulations to Ukraine for standing up. They have showcased the relentlessness, and guess what? All the boys from that nation showing it in the game too. Phenomenal approach coming in from their side. And man, yes, as much as we could see that there were certain hurdles, it wasn't really too difficult for them to actually jump over on top of them, right? It showed that regardless of how good Dylan can give in those sets with the Way of the Dragons, we still are the Boars. We still know how to bounce back.
Definitely, 100%. The way that they were going about, it became so difficult later for Havoc Makers. They tried. At least in this match, it was a tussle. It wasn't just a complete rampage. But still, a 4-0 sweep. Looks like Zakota got it right. Leave Me on this Leomord. Low cooldowns, just 2 items. Just kidding, guys. He had a full build. Able to destroy the rest of Havoc Makers. 3-0-8. He got 2 MVPs, and God Believer got 2 MVPs. So I guess they're sharing away. But hey, guess what? Speaking of 2, Pelmetronio in twice. The carry and the richest. The wall this time being Jack is taking a lot of damage, about 150,000. And
True.
the Wingman Rise with 14 assists on the glue in the roam position for Boars Gaming.
Shout out to you as well, Kronos, because you were the one who actually called in for it. Like, what if this glue is not actually going to go in the hands of Bobarusek? You put it in the hands of Rise, give an EXP to Bobber so that he can make his own plays, which we actually saw him do. Athena Shield, Shasta Spaldron, Dominance Eyes, everything was perfect. I believe we went in for the anti-cuirass into the mix too. That's why, yes, it's not a ton of damage, 41,000 for him with 87,000 on Pelmetronio, but this is the damage taken, 76. Just a little bit behind Rise on the other side, but there we go. Jackie, Gabri, they were the one who were taking those heavy beatings on their faces. And mostly because they were going for those fights. And this is what I really liked about Havoc Makers in this game, that they did not just simply give it all up. They were ready to go tooth for tooth. Or an eye for an eye.
I was say, what is tooth for a tooth, bro? Like, yo, you gotta go to the dentist or something scared? You trying to tell us something over here? You're late for an appointment? Either way, folks.
Oh my god.
Felt like Boars Gaming definitely were. They tried to finish it quickly as possible. Havoc Makers holding on, providing a little bit of a stiff arm, but Boars Gaming, at the end of the day, walk out with a victory. Oh, that is such a classic moment, right? That is, that's a highlight. That's a highlight reel already.
And the fact that it came right after Dylan showed up his, right? He's like, yeah, I can do the flick away of the Dragon with Pelmetronio. And then God Believer is like, hey, yo, you ain't running away with doing a boy like that. I can do the same thing.
Yeah, I know. Boars Gaming, man. Boars Gaming, the Hog Riders, able to get this sweep. I look at the highlights as well. Rise just being a mess, right? Just creating so much of a mess. They know how to counter compositions. They know how to counter pick. They know how to counter play. They know how to take charge. Yeah, it feels like Boars Gaming, we're on a different level today.
As I
But,
said,
hey, if they're the first team to qualify for the MEC scared,
exactly.
Other teams definitely need to watch out.
Big time, if anything. There's only one team that actually won against them, and that was extremely Slay, if
Look
I'm
at
not
this
wrong.
fight.
At the SPL out here, but
And then all of a sudden,
it's
boom.
just it's just God believer doing his own things as well on the
Hey
other
man,
side.
that's the call. Look at this. They go again. Scared?
Goodness.
There you go.
And you just
That's a
stop.
shot call, man. That's a shot call.
The fact that you're mimicking it so well, dude. To be honest,
man.
I'm gonna give you one for that. You're doing a good job at that. It's really nice.
Need to, bro. Need to get those VODs ready. Try and get those voiceovers for the explanation of these tournaments. The MEC is coming your way, folks, but the SNL, the Surge Nations League Grand Champions, of course, after the finals, 4-0 sweep. We're talking about the Hog Riders themselves, Boars Gaming. You want a stampede? You're gonna get a rampage.
It is going to be the Ukraine standing up on top once again. And we've been talking about this for a long time right now, right? That this region, yeah, it looks pretty solid. All 5 Ukrainians up on board, communication absolutely on point, and then eventually them just winning out in their own respective lanes. That has been the strength, even if they don't really have the strongest pick right now, right? And that is what Pelmetronio brings on the table, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring him up for the interview, and also a shout out to Dazai. He will be the man who will get the translation in. But Pelmetronio, man, congratulations, guys.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations. How does it feel winning so many tournaments that every single time it's you for the interview and it's Boars Gaming lifting the trophy? How does it feel sitting on top?
I feel good. It's not bad game, I think. Only last game, so mad. All game good, yeah.
Pelme, congratulations. It
Thank
felt
you,
like
thank you,
you're
thank
late for a flight. Are you late for a flight so quick today? 4 games? 15 minutes every game. Feels like you're getting delayed for a flight or a cab is waiting for you outside.
Питають, чи ти типу запізнишся, може на якийсь літак, що ви так швидко пробуєте заграти всі ігри і виграєте.
Не, просто очень легко было. Они не сопротивлялись особо.
So it was just easy for them. Enemies didn't really try to outplay them, so it kind of felt easy, that's why so fast.
I mean, do you feel that the semi-finals was way more difficult when you were playing against Rising Phoenix? Or is it that you guys were kind of brained out because of everything that happened before?
Як ти думаєш, тобі легше було грати півфінал? Тобто, чи, ну, мається на увазі, півфінал був тяжчий, чи фінал був тяжчий? Як ти думаєш, то, що ви ж в півфіналі 3-2 зіграли?
Ну, чем финал. Финал вообще, ну, 0 сомнений. Полуфинал что-то не проснулись.
Oh,
Полуфинал
so
был тяжелее.
he's saying they just didn't wake up on semifinals, but yeah, semifinals seems very harder for them.
What, they were sleepy during the semifinals?
Yeah, they were sleepy, they didn't warm
Oh
up really
my
well.
god. No, no. We
These
saw that. We
boys.
saw that with God Believer. God Believer was sleepy yesterday, right? He was a little sleepy, not gonna lie. So but you know what? Pelme, you won the SNL. Congratulations. Best nation in Europe taking part in the Surge Nations League, right? And we know Boars Gaming and you guys have a lot of hitters, but only talk, right? No gameplay. That's 100%. But now you qualify for the MEC. You already have your regular season, you're there. EWC next?
Їдете на EWC, ну, наступний турк, який виграєте.
Ну, мы будем стараться, сильно наша цель. Основная цель.
So he can't promise, but it's their main target for today.
Come on, bro. Confidence. But I like the fact that he's still grounded. He still has to grind and get there, right?
That's one of the big reasons why you're literally one of the best out here, Pelmetronio. Cronus, have got any last few questions for the man?
Hey, come on,
Are we
Scared.
sending
Don't
for
say one of the
celebrations?
best. Bro, you're the best goal inner that we have right now in Europe, bro. Go for it. Honestly, I think it comes down to the fact that, like, for us as casters and everyone behind the whole crew of Surge, we're looking to see answers, right? Who's the best, who's not the best, who gets there. Boars Gaming and the players are always in the conversation, but never picked there because there's so many other individually good players. But now it's gotten to the point where you can't ignore it no more. Yeah, they're good. They've focused 2 seasons in the past, last season. Nah, no more. Now we're talking where Europe has gotten a platform where everyone can watch. The entire globe is watching Mlbb that's played in Europe, and Boars Gaming coming out on top. And that lineup is so solid. Hopefully we get to see the best out of you like we did today in the MEC regular season. So I want to see that at least. But apart from that, are you going to be looking forward to next week's qualifier to see who the rest of your opponents are?
Чи будеш ти слідкувати за наступними квалами, щоб дізнатись, хто буде твоїми якби ворогами на регуляр сезоні?
Да, там очень много состав, ВСГ, Кинста. Я думаю, будет намного больше интересных команд на Америке. И еще 2 инвайта, да, мы ожидаем.
Yes, he gonna watch because there should be like strong teams like VSG, Kingsta team. So he thinks there's gonna be a lot of strong teams, so they should be aware of them and prepare for them.
Oh,
right,
I got
my
another
man.
question, Scared. I got another question.
for it.
Speaking of VSG, you saw the lineup. What are you thinking? And any thoughts? Carvey, Boro, Basic?
Ну, як ти думаєш, що на рахунок їх команди думаєш лайнапу?
Типа, точнее, Carvi или Basic?
Ну, то ж там буде Боро, Карві, Бейсік, коротше, ці всі. Як ти думаєш, це щось сильне?
Ну, у них сильный состав, но там есть проблема в том, что там на миду Диксон. Да, так состав неплохой, да. Но не сыгранный, не сыгранный. Но проблема именно в Диксоне, да.
So he says they have really skillful players, but the main problem is that Dixon is mid lane, like not very skilled, you know, and that they don't have much experience. Like they think they will lose just because of team play issue experience, even though their players are like strong.
No, I mean, he's not even lying, right? He's just confident. Bro, he's just so truthful, bro. He's just straightforward. Yeah, they have skilled players, but their team doesn't look strong. Hey, bro. Kudos to you, Pelmetronio. Congratulations. Go celebrate SNL. And good luck for Surge. Surge presents Mobile Legends Bang Bang European Championship, MEC Season 2, regular season. I'll pull that off, but yeah. Looking forward to it. And you guys stick together. You got a fan in me. You know that for the longest of time. I'm looking forward to some really good gameplay coming out regular season. Scared, it's all yours.
Okay, that's about it. Pelmetronio again. Congratulations for this win. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for showing up for this one. And you know, I always ask you to send that one line for your fans or something like that. This time, I want to ask you. Say one message. Give us one line for the teams in MEC Season 2.
Скажи якось, ну, скажи щось командам в другому сезоні місії, щоб ти їм сказав.
Что нам нужна только победа, чтобы они не отчитывали, что мы отдадим ее так просто. Мы хотим сейчас победить, доказать, что мы можем это сделать.
So he says they shouldn't count, they will give win for easy, like they will try hard to win this, and they should try hard as well, because they're not gonna give it for easy.
There you go.
Perfect. Perfect, my man, Pelme. Thank you so very much. Yeah, Kronos, I know there's something you want to say.
Nah. I was gonna say that's the aura farmer, bro. Aura farmer right there.
I mean that's who Pelmetronio is. Again, thank you so much for being here, my man. The best goal in Europe. Wish you all the very best for the future games. Thank you so much, Pelme.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And such a humble guy, man. Every single time we say that. Also, shout out to Dazai. Perfect translations out here. And I'm pretty happy about the fact that he did not sugarcoat anything that Pelmetronio said.
Of course, he's not supposed to, because that kind of a question, like, it's a perfect question, because you always say, what do you got to say to your fans and stuff, right? Like, I think we're tired of seeing, I think Pelmetronio is tired of answering that question. It's like, good question there, Scared. Just asking, like, yo, give me a message for the MEC regular season teams, right? And I think that's going to be what we'll be looking forward to asking next week as well, with the qualifiers for the MEC regular season coming in. It's the second qualifiers. You got 3 more slots. 3 teams already made their way there. 3 more teams to go. That is next week. Today was the Surge Nations League Grand Finals. Last week was another qualifier. The week before was the Surge Pro League. And then after the next qualifier, we're going to have the SVC. We got a lot of action coming for you. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. Catch us on our socials as well. Because Europe is bringing a lot of action. Europe is getting the hype. And we are living the hype with the way the Boars Gaming are playing. And of course, they know that no team is going to pose a challenge to them because they're confident. We're not cocky. In Europe, we're just here to show everything through our gameplay. So, hey, Scared.
Absolutely.
It's been a wonderful day. It's all yours, man.
Thank you so much for this one, my man. Because, again, shout out to you as well for carrying that early game solo. Out here, shout out to the entire team of Surge for making all of this possible, right? Because it was definitely a dream for a lot of people to showcase their skills on the international stage. And now Surge has brought all of it up. You guys have the chance to show up in the EWC2, ladies and gentlemen. This is it for Surge Nations League, but we've got a lot of MLBB action next week, the week after that, and the week after that, and you do not want to miss out on any of that. So make sure you stay tuned, join the Discord. That's it from me, Scared Yet, alongside me, Kronos. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Shout out to Zakota and Warren as well as they casted the previous game. Good night. Keep gaming.